The Wintertide Gala. It's in full swing. We are at this huge celebration with a lot of rich and nobility. The party is, fish out of water is a good metaphor for this. You guys really don't know the etiquette and the culture of this place. You've only been here for a couple of weeks, and now you're thrown into the mix with this really sort of high-end, fancy gala with all of this nobility walking around. A lot of people are dressed up and participating in certain customs and cultures that you were just simply not keen on. And then to throw another wrench in the thing, Miles Satrin, one of the Grand Inquisitors equal to Grace from the Church of Baran, has shown up and could very well clock the party and remember information about them and figure out who they are, see through the disguises. But also, vampires started attacking. Lucian, how you doing over there? I'm assuming that's you sending funny in our group chat.
No. If I'm dying out in style.
So you're dying. So that's...
No one has said anyone's dying. I'm asking how the group is. How is everybody in character?
In character, not great.
Panicking and confused.
I've been assaulted.
That's illegal.
Yeah.
You should tell him that.
Shorty's gonna say it's not illegal. Just want to put that out there.
What?
Why are you allowing this, Shorty?
Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck?
It's Pride.
Why
It's
are
what
you guys
the
allowing
pride
this?
month.
None of you stopped it?
You!
I
I'm
did
trying.
actually, in fact,
You're the
stop
one
this.
that did it.
I can't.
You-
That's good.
You did it.
Anyway.
You.
All right.
Sorry.
Here's how we're going to pick the session up. I have the initiative order kind of stolen from last week. I didn't have you guys roll initiative. We just kind of went in order of actions. And we're going to go one at a time. The first scene that we're going to start with, our first group. Lucian, you are face to face with Mavrakis. You are actively bleeding out on the floor. Athera, you are just down the hall, about 40 or 50 feet away, sprinting, as fast as you can to catch up with them. Mavrakis is going to be first. She has just given you a pretty deadly, grave wound here. And she just said that she knew you were lying about where this book was, but she was entertaining it just to see what you would come up with. As you were sitting here dying, I'm going to give you a choice. With our new rules about being at 0 hit points, you can make up to 7 failed death saves, but you can keep taking actions and reactions, but they all count towards your failed death saves. Mavrakis is going to reach into your coat and attempt to grab the book. If you want to use a reaction and mark a failed death save, you can attempt to fight back against it. Otherwise, she is just going to take it.
I am going to attempt to cast Misty Step again.
It is not your turn. This is a reaction.
Reaction.
So what I'm going to do is, if you don't do anything, she's just going to reach in and grab it. If you take a reaction to kind of make a dexterity save to dodge out of her way and keep her from grabbing it, then she'll have to make an attack roll against your dex save.
I think I'm going to try that save.
Let me roll hers first. I'm going to roll twice and take the number closer to 10 here. That is going to be a 9 plus her attack is... her dexterity is 4. So I'm going to say... Or no, her strength is 20. Let's use that. 14 is the DC here for a dexterity save.
14. That is a 13 plus. That's a 16.
A 16 will do it. On a 16, she reaches in and you're able to move away, and you start kind of fumbling back down this hallway, keeping her from grabbing the book. And she just goes, Lucian, don't make this any harder than it has to be. If you will keep track of it, that puts you at 2 failed death saves. and now she is going to use her other attack to just hit you and try to knock you to the ground.
Remind me again, how many death saves is it?
It's a total of 7. You'll have to keep track of it off of your character sheet. You can't actually do
Yep.
the thing up top.
That's what I'm asking. Okay, 1 second.
That is going to be, a 29 is going to hit. She is absolutely smacking the shit out of you. That is going to be 12 points of bludgeoning damage and 15 points of necrotic damage. It's all going to count just as one failed death save. That puts you at 3, but I need you to make a Constitution saving throw equal to half of that. So 12 plus, what did I say, 17? 15? I think it was looking at 15 on the die. So 27, DC 14 con save.
That's a 10.
Cool. Lucian falls
Bless
unconscious.
You.
With that, Aethera, you are down the hall. Lucian is not going to be conscious for his turn, but you are going to be able to watch as Mavrakis reaches down, takes the book off of his unconscious body, and tucks it into a little satchel that she has. That's going to bring it to your turn. She doesn't have an action to transform or teleport or do anything like that. You get to react before she gets to move.
Wait, from our last interaction with her, do I know if she has any special movement abilities like teleport or something like that?
Purely based off of that last interaction, she was really fast. So she's got really good dexterity saves. She can dodge attacks really easily. But you didn't see her use any sort of teleportation or anything like that. You guys killed her before she had the opportunity to do anything.
Okay. Do I have enough? I'm close enough to run up to him regardless without dashing?
I would say, yeah. Based off of you getting here last turn, I will say that you can make it to them with your movement without needing to dash.
Okay, now I see there's this garden area here. Are there any trees?
Ooh, that's a good question. Let me pull up the map so that people can see what we're talking about. But this wing of the ball, you can see it's split by that black line down the middle. So these are, a couple dozen feet apart. But in this wing, there are a couple of smaller plants and trees in this area, but nothing huge. I'll say like that. Red one is a fern. We'll say that there's a tree or two placed between some of these bushes.
Okay. Alright, I want to run up to Lucian and first off cast Cure Wounds. I'm gonna do a 4th level. Uh, 48 healing.
Nice.
And as I'm doing that, I'm gonna use the telepathic bond and I'm gonna say, do you have the book on you?
Am I still unconscious?
Oh, no, you're up, but I will say that Aethera, you watched Mavrakis take it off of his body as you were running up.
Oh, she succeeded that.
Yeah, because
Yes.
she knocked him unconscious. He couldn't fight back.
I see. I thought he... Yep, okay. Never mind, then I won't ask that.
Real quick, how many points of healing was that again?
48. So in that I'm healing him, but I'm also gonna use a bit of force to just move him behind me so that I'm standing between him and Mavrakis, and I kind of turn to her so that I'm facing whatever. I'll see what she's gonna do next.
Cool. I'm gonna say that with that, she is gonna take a legendary action. So you're standing there, like face to face with her, within 5 or 10 feet. You pull Lucian behind you, and she has the book, kind of looking at it strangely to remind everybody: if you are not attuned to this book, just looking at it, there's like this magical ward of protection over it that makes you feel incredibly uneasy, almost like the feeling when you wake up after a really stressful or bad dream. And she's looking at it, tucks it in her satchel, and she just says,
Here,
do I want to handle you now, or do I want
get out.
to get out of here?
Yeah.
I'm going to make a roll and see if she attacks you. Athera, call it high or low.
Low.
Cool. She did get low, so she is going to look at you, and instead of attacking, she's going to use a legendary action to just, quicker than a mortal should be able to, move to, I think it's 20 feet back. Let me double check that.
Does that... I'm assuming she's using an ability that I can't opportunity attack.
It does not say no opportunity attacks, no. So as you run up and grab
Cool.
Lucian, if you want to make a swipe at her, you can.
Very, very nice. Yeah, I'm going to... Let me see which one I want to use. Because I can cast a spell for mine.
Hmm.
Ooh. Is she... Where did she... She's still on this wood... Is this a wood path?
Yes.
Okay.
Kick her ass.
Well, I have some things I want to do, but she's not, like, somewhere that makes sense for that yet. So I need to wait. I will just use... Does it happen to be raining? Or thunderstorming? I'm gonna use Call Lightning.
It does not happen to be storming, no, but you can use Call Lightning.
That's totally fine.
I believe so.
Although she's very dexterous. Isn't she?
You know
Yeah,
her.
okay.
Yeah.
Second thought instead. Is she wearing anything of metal?
No, she is actually pretty much like completely unarmored. It doesn't look like she has any weapons on her. She doesn't have any metal gear. She is wearing just like a nice, pretty form-fitting dress that's pretty short. It kind of stops like right above the knees so that she can move around very easily. Good thought.
I know. I don't have a lot of things. This is probably all gonna miss her. But I guess we'll still... Yeah. Okay, then I'm gonna use Thunder Wave instead and bet that maybe her con is less than her dex. So it's a 16 con save.
16 con save. Let's take a quick check and see how she does. That is a 10.
Solid. So when I do this, I want to see if I can push her, because it does push, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to, if there's any way to angle the thunder, like the clap, to try and get her closer to the dirt area. That would be ideal.
Cool.
And then the damage, 20 damage.
20 damage. She looks a bit hurt. How far does it push? 10 or 15 feet?
10.
Cool. We'll say it kind of pushes her along the wall, but she does recover and sort of catch herself standing, but she is really close to that door, that little outside kind of garden area. But with that, she is going to take another legendary action and move another 20 feet. And she's going to get fully out where you can no longer see her, and she is making a break for it, attempting to leave. With that, we're going to move on to group 2. Down here on the dance floor, we have quite a bit of commotion happening. I guess as of now, I'm gonna have to split this even further. Ava, you're going to go first
Why?
because you have departed from the group.
Okay.
So you are running with Professor Remen, attempting to catch up to Lucian. What do you do? What do you tell him? Go ahead and take your turn.
I told him that Lucian is in danger. That he needs him. We don't know that Lucian's okay now, do we?
No.
Obviously, then I would run to the hallway where they are. This is really hard to do. Okay.
There we go. I got you moved.
There.
You and
Okay.
Professor Remen will be there. That is not good art for him. I hate that token, but it's the only one that matches the vibe, I guess. You're able to see Lucian getting picked up by Aethera. A lot of his wounds are closing up. He obviously just received like a huge healing spell. He's looking mostly okay, but a bit exhausted, a bit encumbered and tired. But you're just running. If you want to take a dash action, you can make it to them.
Well, I can see them from here, so I'm just gonna immediately yell at Aethera, Lucian! Are you okay? What's going on?
Lucian is no longer dying, if that makes you feel better.
Yes, kind of.
Mavrakis has a book.
Where'd she go?
She ran off that way around the corner.
We
Do you
have
really
to get
need the
that
book?
back.
We really need
I
the book.
really need
She
the
almost
book.
just killed you
And
for it. We really need the book?
more importantly, she cannot have the book.
Fine. Ava's gonna run off where they told them. She's gonna dash.
Remen will also dash, but he's not going to be able to fully keep
No.
up with you.
I'm gonna tell him to go away.
You tell him to
I
go
need
away, and he just says, Ava, I don't mean to be
I
rude.
don't know who
I
you
am
are. I told you to go help Lucian.
fine. And he will.
Can I interrupt?
Sure.
No?
I'm going to turn to Ava before Remen leaves. Ava, the best way he could help me right now is by getting that book.
He's like jogging towards you, and then turns to start going down this hallway, and he says, "Will do."
Damn it. Okay, she's just gonna keep running.
I love Roman. He's being such a yes man right now.
What do you need?
He is also going to cast Misty Step, and you see as he's running, his body just kind of disappears, and then the air shifts, and it seems to like shove him forward 30 feet, so that he is now ahead of Ava, attempting to get a line on that last hallway.
Hey, wait, Remen, can you haste me? You do that, right?
Give me just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
He already took an action. He can't cast a spell. Okay.
I thought Miss was a bonus action.
He took an action to dash, and then also,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
Was that
How
being-
far did we get? Did we even see her though?
No.
Not
Can
yet.
Ava do a bonus action dash?
Yeah, I wanted to do that.
Yeah, you can catch up to Remen. You guys would have the exact same movement if you bonus action dashed. So you can be like one space ahead of him. I'll let you go ahead and move your token. We're gonna move this over. Gwen, you're still up in the balcony, right? You are
You're muted.
fully muted.
Whoa. Yeah, I am.
Where is Zim in all of this? Last I knew, he was down on the dance floor.
I thought he was still keeping an eye on what's his face, but like a little bit further.
Who is what's his face?
Oh wait, unless
Kasava.
Dahlia was still using him as a
That's what I was talking about. Is
Yeah.
Zim was down
I
with Dahlia.
remember that now.
He's going to be kind of over on the side. As you start your turn, Zim sees... Dahlia, what's your hit points at? I thought you took damage last time.
I didn't because Rosaris took the damage.
That's right. That's why Rosarius is at 30 health. But Zim sees like Rosari's starting to get attacked, Dahlia getting attacked, and Rosari's taking the hit, and he just goes, Mom, things are happening. It's bad.
I guess he can get big, but still be like invisible for now. And if that's possible.
Oh, I never thought I'd have to make this ruling.
Oh shit.
Because the Drake Warden subclass that we're using does not allow for that kind of thing, but Zim is obviously a unique creature.
I was gonna say, this isn't really...
Zim is Zim, bro.
Zim is Zim.
Zim is his own guy.
He's Zimothy.
Zim
Whoa.
is him.
And this
Zim
is why
is him.
you don't let players have familiars.
True. Very true. I'm gonna
Hey,
say
he's not a familiar. He's his own being.
I'm gonna say to keep things relatively fair and balanced. When he is empowered, we're using the Drake Warden stat block, not necessarily the Zim stat block, so he will not be able to maintain his invisibility. So you gotta pick one or the other.
Would I be able to like ready him to get big?
Sure, he can be waiting.
Okay. I'll ready him to do that and attack, I guess, the vampire guy if Dahlia gets like hurt bad again.
Cool.
I'm dancing with the vampire lady.
Okay. Vampire lady. And I will keep an eye on Cassava guy.
Cause it's Casaro.
I know. What's
Nah.
Cassava?
It's
I would also throw it out there that those circular platforms are now all up and like elevated at different heights. So some of them are like only 3 or 4 feet in the air. Some of them are 10 to 15 feet in the air. So this one that's right between like Rosari's and Dahlia, that one is up far enough where you guys can just walk under it. But that is going to be Gwen's turn. Do you want to do any sort of action or anything, or do you just want to watch and see if anything happens to Casaro or if he goes anywhere?
I will watch and see if anything happens or if he goes anywhere. Yeah.
Cool. With that is going to bring us to the actual dance floor group, starting with Irmina. The last thing that Irmina did was give an unconsensual kiss to Dahlia and then attack you. That kiss was not unintentional. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. I forgot to have you do it last time.
I don't want to do that. Have you considered that I don't want to?
I have considered that.
Consider it again. Okay. 15.
15 is solid, but it is below the DC for this poison. You are going to take...
No.
Yep.
No.
Ooh, 10 points of poison damage. And you are poisoned.
No.
I'll just take the damage. She can just be poisoned.
Cool. After that, now is going to bring about her actual turn. While Dahlia is hurt, she is going to make one last sort of attack here as she is basically like holding you up by your throat, and she's going to...
She been compelled to duel?
You are so right. So she is going to drop you and then move towards Rosari's. Thank you for keeping me in check. Rosari's, you'll have to keep track of your concentration like I know you were doing last week. But with that, she's going to walk straight across under here, look at you.
Do I get an opportunity attack?
You technically do, yeah.
If you do that, it immediately breaks the compelled duel.
Well, do anything then. I'm pretty sure I don't have Warcaster anyway. And my strength is a 7.
Cool. Sorry, Irmina's going to be making attacks against you. First one is going to be 17, which I know hits, and then a dirty 20, which I also know hits.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 plus 2d6.
We're going out together, Lucian. Oh wait, you're not dead anymore. I'm going out on my own, Lucian.
So on the first one, she's going to swipe and basically grab you. That's going to be 8 bludgeoning, 5 necrotics, so 13. But now that she has you grabbed, she is going to attempt to bite you. Will you make a Constitution saving throw?
Wait. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That is going to succeed. I'm going to say that she goes to bite you, but you not only resist far enough, but as she gets closer, you see that her face kind of winches together, and she smells you probably being undead, and it's incredibly foul in her nose. So she instead will shove you back and push you 5 feet.
Why does everyone assume I don't bathe? I don't understand.
That is going to bring it to Dahlia. You're up next. You are still poisoned, by the way.
We'll continue to, No, I won't. No, I won't. No, I won't. I'm gonna go this way and be like, shit, 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 shit. And when I'm within 15 feet of Rosaris, I go, Rosaris, are you okay?
No.
Shit, shit, shit. And I'm gonna cure wounds him.
In order to get to him, you're going to have to move through the vampires.
Great.
If you heal me, you'll be fine.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
So you literally weasel your way in between the vampires and Rosaris as they shove him back. You just kind of like fill that spot, walk up, fumbling a little bit, but you can cast Cure Wounds.
Incredible.
Go ahead and roll that,
You
and
can-
after that, roll a con save.
And you can roll with advantage on the healing. And you'll get +3 to your con save.
Hooray!
What level are you casting this at?
Fourth.
Nice.
Wait, I can't. I was gonna use this, but I can't roll them with advantage. Yes, I can. I can just roll it twice, I guess.
Yeah, just roll it twice. Take the higher one.
Great.
That one?
Heal. Yeah, that one. Heal 54.
Pretty good, pretty
And
good.
then that's a 17.
A 17 on the con save is going to be a success. You're still going to take 6 points of poison damage, but the damage is reduced by 1d6. You'll repeat the save at the end of your next turn.
Okay.
And I will just take that damage because it's still the same round of combat.
Yep. Leo.
All right. Let's do it. We are going to... Where's the tab? Great. We are going to cast Turn Undead.
Love to see it. Tell me what checks I need to
Using
make.
A Channel Divinity. DC 17 Wisdom saving throw. On a failed, they have the frightened condition and are incapacitated for 1 minute. And for that duration, it tries to move as far away from me as it can on its turn. Any damage, or if I go down, it ends.
So any damage, or if you go down. Both of the vampires are going to fail.
So
I'm not sure what the token is supposed to be, so I'm just going to put this one. Looks fitting. So it's just they try to run as far away from you as possible.
Correct.
And they also want to fight me.
Yes,
Yeah.
but they
That's
also
really weird.
So
no, it's great.
Good luck.
let me
It's like-
Good luck with
logistically
this,
figure it out. They have to run as far away from Leo as possible, but they can't run more than 30 feet away from Rosaris. They're just going to be like hugging the edge of the circle,
Yes,
cowering into
yes.
you.
It's gonna be great. It's such a cool lockout.
It's like,
Yeah.
ah!
Also, because I love the way that you flavored your abilities so far, please tell me for worshiping a deity who focuses on violence and hunting down evil, what your turn undead looks like and how the magic manifests when applying to these creatures.
So this magic, rather than his sort of like offensive damaging stuff that's made it very lightning focused, this one is a lot more divine, radiant. And sort of as he reaches out his arm, he like grabs the talisman, his amulet of the devout, and like holy energy arcs up his arm and shines like a star through his holy symbol, blinding and fearing these evil creatures.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. I'm reading up on this channel divinity situation. I'm going to say that they are going to use their legendary actions to try to run as far away from you as possible while still remaining within 30 feet of Rosari. So they're like, you use this magic, and they are like cowering in fear from it. It almost, for them, it probably manifests something similar to sunlight. They begin like falling back and crawling along the ground and then getting up and turning, but then as they get to that 30-foot mark, you watch as they're like compelled and stopped, and then they turn around and look at you guys and are stuck right there. Rosari's, that would give you an attack of opportunity on specifically Adrian if you have a reaction to take, or I think you might have used it on Dahlia.
Yeah, I use my
Break
reaction.
Also, it will break the fear.
Oh, I'm planning to just pump a smite into it to try to just kill him.
Let's go.
Just see if we can one-shot him.
Hell yes. Okay, I think that's all they're going to do for now. So, Leo, you still get to take the rest of your turn, and then Rosari's, you're up next.
Great. I will like stay. I'll just stay 10 feet away from them. I don't want to actually be in melee range of them. But otherwise, I do not stock Healing Word or any other bonus action abilities to speak of.
So you're not going to help me not be poisoned anymore?
I can't do
I can
that
handle
as
that.
a bonus action.
That's fine.
I can handle that.
So.
All right, well, that's going to bring it to Rosari's.
Okay, well, we'll start with my bonus action because that's the thing I actually know what I'm doing. I'm gonna use 10 points of my lay on hands, and I'm just going to pat Dahlia on the shoulder and be like, "Thank you for coming over here and helping." 10. So doing 5, I get to cure poison. And then I'm also going to use Tarada's gift to give her 4 points towards her AC.
Nice.
10.
And that'll last until, is it the beginning or end of your next turn?
Until the end of my next turn.
Cool.
And then... Yes. Oh, goodness. I don't know what to do for my action. Everything sucks.
Lay on hands for 70. Or whatever you have.
I just did my bonus action for...
I guess you could communicate with the other half. Be like, hey, what's the update over there with Rebrakis?
Yep. Yeah, I think for my action, I'll sort of be like stuck thinking through everything, so y'all get to hear my internal thoughts of like, who needs protection, who needs to go where, and like you'll hear me say like, I trust going to have Casaro, Lucian's up, it sounds like I trust that group, they may need a divine caster, but then you'll hear me be like, but I need to protect Dahlia from the church, like, stuck, like, paralyzed just analyzing everything, so I don't take an action.
Cool. You are still keeping those vampires from going anywhere else. That is going to bring it to the vampire Adrian, but he cannot do anything except take the dodge action. Group 4, in this instance, is going to be all of the Piranhans. You kind of successfully cast Compelled Duel on these two Sentinels, though they are not hostile towards you. That just means they have to stay within range. And as they begin like following you down a little bit to handle the situation, you, over your shoulder, watch as they turn back, and Miles is looking over the dance floor, and he's standing there in his beautiful white and gold robes. He is looking concerned about the situation, but then as he sees the vampires fleeing and the two Piranhan warriors go down, he calls out to them really quickly and then holds up a hand, and they stop on the stairs, and he tells them to wait. And he is just going to observe for the time being, and the rest of the Piranhans are going to kind of get up and ready, but they are not going to take any actions. So you see that around the room, they're gathering around the exits to this dance floor, but they are not helping in the fight.
What are all the civilians doing?
Their turn is next. Group 5 is just everyone else.
Oh.
I added all of these commoners here to just kind of show you how populated this place is. And as the battle breaks out, a lot of people are confused at first, but then once they start seeing, blows being traded, they start seeing, punches being thrown and attacks happening. A lot of them are panicking. The people up on the dance platforms kind of hide up there, but then everybody else who is down on the floor is going to start making a beeline for as far away as they can get. Some of the people who are close to the edge here are going to start running away. I'm going to say that Ariana is absolutely just a fucking real one. Her and her cousin there, the two dwarves, are going to get to the edge and yell out to Rosaris, and Ariana's going to be like, "Hey, do you need any help?"
I'm just going to loosen my tie and be like, "Does it look like I need help?" And just get ready for round 2.
She is going to roll up her sleeves, and she's going to say, "Do you want any help?"
Sure.
She's going to vault over the side behind these vampires and land on the table.
Oh, I didn't think this through, Leo. My bad.
And then they are going to be immediately behind them, and that is going to be their turn. So let me add them to our initiative order.
Leo, tell them I'm wrong. Tell them I was wrong, that we didn't need help.
We don't need help. We don't need help. Don't hit them.
Time
out.
Preparing to start attacking, and then you and Leo are just like, wait, no, I take it back.
Wait.
And they stop, and they'll back up a little bit. And
we have to have a coordinated attack.
Ariana gives a salute and is waiting for you.
That's gonna make sure they don't go that way.
That's going to bring it back to the top of the initiative order. Mavrakis is going to go first. She now has her action back, and I believe... Damn it, does she not have the... Oh, there it is.
I hope not.
Bonus action shapeshift for vampires. She is going to be running this way, and then shapeshift as a bonus action, and then fly speed of 30 feet. She's going to dash, so she gets a full 60. She is out the door. So I will say that next up is going to be Lucian and Athera.
Why did she carry the book as a bat?
It says that all of her stuff that she's carrying becomes part of it.
I don't think the book should count.
Question.
Incorrect buzzer.
It's not hers.
Anything it is wearing transforms with it. That is in the...
She's not wearing it.
It's in her satchel. If I'm allowing Athera to wild shape, this is the exact same.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm going to say, for Ava and Remen, as you guys round the corner, you'll still see her leave. So you know where she is at. But it is not your turn yet. Lucian and Athera, you're up first.
Did you know you can shift while carrying a dead body, and it'll come with you because it's an object?
Hate this.
Anyways, okay, I have a couple of questions before I do these things.
Mm-hmm.
One, I have one inspiration. that
Yes.
we got at the beginning of the session.
Mhm.
Did I get another inspiration on that successful save I made before I got knocked unconscious?
You choose who it goes to. It can go to yourself, but inspiration doesn't stack. So I guess technically no one's used their inspiration. You wouldn't have anybody to give it to. You could give it to Remen.
Okay, I want to make a trade offer.
Okay.
Uninspire Mavrakis.
Yes.
You suck. No, I was just kidding. Get it? Because vampire. So, what I want to do, I still have my drift globe on me.
Yes.
What I want to do is cast Dimension Door to teleport Aethera and I in front of Mavrakis, because seeing as we were in these quarters earlier, I'm assuming I have decent knowledge of the layout, specifically exit and everything like that.
Mhm.
So I would know exactly where to put the Dimension Door to end up on the other side of her.
Yeah.
And she's definitely within range. And I want to also cast Daylight with my Drift Globe.
I'm seeing the vision, and it's pretty badass. I think that's a pretty solid use of the turn. However, I do need you to check the Drift Globe and see if it's an action to activate.
That's where the trade offer comes in.
You want to use your inspiration? Them both.
I want to sacrifice any inspiration you have been willing to give me so far this session to allow me
will
to
give my inspiration to this.
I will give my inspiration to this.
For Rudy. Sorry, you guys don't get that reference.
Because casting time is one action, but on the Drift Globe, I don't know if it's different if I cast it from the Drift Globe itself, because I have the option to cast it from the Drift Globe or to just cast it as regular Daylight.
I would assume that it's the same, and I think it is an action. So here's what I will allow. I will allow you to use your inspiration to do that you got from going down. Yeah, end of statement.
Cool. So that is what I'm going to do.
Fantastic.
Natalie, do you still want to be part of the teleportation? I didn't get to clarify that in our messages before.
Yeah, I'll come with.
Okay. So, Aethera and I'm going to cast... Where'd it go? Dimension Door. Has a range of 500 feet, teleport location within range, and I can bring one person. I have to describe the distance and direction. Can we say that I'm knowledgeable enough?
Lucian's
of this
intelligent
area?
enough. You guys surveyed the area,
Okay.
and you were like, okay, I know roughly how far these are. So you teleport, and you probably land like at the bottom of the stairs. So you have a good 15
Yes.
or 20 feet between you and Mavrakis. The edge of this map does probably not do it enough justice, but it's going to be a little bit bigger of a distance than that. But
Yeah.
you're down there at the bottom. You can use your bonus action to activate the item.
Okay, and then I will do that and use my one use of Drift Globe to cast Daylight. For the duration, sunlight spreads from a point within range, which will be the Drift Globe,
Mhm.
and fills a 60-foot radius sphere. Obviously, I will pull it out to where it's clearly visible before I do this. I want to make that known because of the mechanics. The sunlight's area is bright light, sheds dim light for an additional 60 feet. So it is sunlight from the Drift Globe directly in front of her.
And I will let you know, especially after you guys have fought Mavrakis, since last time you've probably looked up some of this information and gotten some like folklore about vampires. She's going to take radiant damage, and she has disadvantage on basically every check that she makes, on attack rolls and saving throws specifically. So at the beginning of her turn, that will really hurt her. Aethera, you also get to go.
Hey, you said she transformed into a bat,
Yes.
so she's currently flying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna turn into the most aggressive, biggest owl that I have seen, and I'm going after her.
Okay.
Big ass horned owl, let's go.
You turn into an owl there.
Owl bear.
Wait,
Owl,
Question.
That's exactly what it is. That is the
Question.
most aggressive, biggest
That
owl that
can
I've seen.
fly.
that is true.
If it
Question:
can fly, I'm for it.
if Natalie can do a good enough Horned Owl impression, can she get advantage?
The only thing,
Not
I
happening.
kind of hate that the newest rules changed this, but in the 2014 version, giant owls, which are a large creature, were beasts. I'm going to say that you can turn into one. I don't know why it's marked as a celestial. That makes 0 sense.
Count it. It's canon.
There we go.
I see it right there on my screen.
So, giant owl, you absolutely can turn into one. Let me see if I can find the tokens for these. So what do you want to do in this form?
I want to try and catch her in a claw, and the idea is to drag her down to the ground.
Herd chef. Okay. Go ahead and make an unarmed or wait, no, because she would have to make a save for it, but she has a disadvantage because you're larger than her.
And also
because of the light.
sunlight.
And
Double disadvantage.
Sunlight,
You
sun.
just
I think
failed.
that means she
Immediate
just
fail.
failed. Yeah.
Yes and no, she doesn't have disadvantage on saves. Sorry. But I love where your head is at. So, what is
I
your...
think she should be.
do the math for me really quick. 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your strength or dexterity in that form.
In that form. Okay. 8. Uh, 13.
Okay, she's gonna make a DC 13 dex/strength save, whichever one she is better at. She has a plus 10 strength saves, but she has disadvantage on this
grief.
check because you're huge.
And I think she should get disadvantage again because there is suddenly a bright ass sunbeam in her.
I mean, she's
fat
so
eyes.
distracted right now.
That's what I'm
She can't even see me
saying.
coming.
Hey, Lucian,
She
you
She
want
just got
to use that?
flashbanged by the sun.
You want to use that other point of inspiration?
Yes. Anything to get this bitch
Yes.
down.
Cool.
If you were gonna let me do that, I was gonna find any way to cast Fireball, so yes.
She has to make a 13. She has a plus 10. She needs to roll a 1 or a 2, but I'm going to roll 3d20 and see how she does. First one is an 11.
No.
Second one is a 16.
Good grief.
The last one is a 17. She is going to succeed.
Inspiration. Roll again.
No. So turning into the large owl is huge brain move, but she does dodge out of the way from your first attack.
Fine.
You only get one attack, so you'll have to try again next time. But on her turn, she will be provoking opportunity attacks if she moves anywhere, so you'll be able to try again.
Cool.
And I might just, if you want to switch it up and to change it from grabbing her, if you just want to make attacks against her, technically bats only have 1 HP.
Didn't she take damage from the sunlight?
I was gonna
At the
say.
beginning of her turn.
Oh well, she's got a whole round. I think in those failed, I would say, I swooped in, missed, and I'm just going to reposition so that I'm above and the outside. So if she's trying to fly away from the building, I can swoop down in front of her path.
Absolutely. So you fly up above her. You probably perch on the station above the door where there's those columns that go up and hold this door frame up, this gorgeous building. Get situated up there, and you're going to dive at her on the next turn. It does not specify, but I'm going to use polymorph wild shape rules of when her HP is reduced. Or wait, no, in the newest version, it's temp HP. So she's just going to be a bat until she chooses to whip out of that. Anyway, Athera, Professor Remen, it is y'all's turn.
Okay, shorty. What's my name again?
Ava,
I think she should get more
Ah.
inspiration because you got it wrong.
stop begging.
Mhm.
No.
You killed me and took my book. No.
Make better choices. Anyways,
I tried to go down the Lucian's cute girl path. What happens? Vampire Lord steals my
Is
book.
Mr.
Alright, I'll
Guy
mute.
gonna haste me or not?
absolutely. At the beginning of his turn, you asked to be hasted, and he said, I think I have that prepared, and he pulls out his spellbook, flips through it, and then will whip a hand towards you, and you are hasted.
Okay, I'm going. Bye.
Okay, so
I'm
you're
going
hasted.
there. I can't see. But can I make it there? Thanks, Dad.
Yes. Yeah.
Is she still in the air?
Yeah, I'll say that she's about, 5 or 10 feet up, so you might be able to jump and reach her.
Okay. Or I could just grapple her with my whip that I...
True.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take the whip out. Oh, that was almost in that 20. 19 plus 10, 29 to hit.
That is certainly going to hit, yeah.
I forgot how we're doing, like, how does it grapple again? I still do some damage, right? Yeah.
Yes, there is the...
But I don't do sneak attack?
No,
I don't do one of the sneak attacks.
Hold on. You have to have sneak attack, which you do because of Thera. And you have to sacrifice one of the d6s to use the
Okay, so
feature.
just 2d6. Oop. Okay, 12 plus 6 plus 4 for the damage on that.
12 plus 6 plus 4. 22.
Yeah. And then try to hold her with the whip, I guess, or pull her down. I don't know.
What does
Or hold her
the
in place. Whatever.
description say? For
The target must succeed a dexterity throw.
that is an 11.
How do I find out what my thing is?
It is 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your dexterity score. It's going to be more than 11. 8 plus your proficiency.
Okay, yay! Cool. She's grappled.
Sweet. So you take your whip, flip it at her, and it wraps around her, some of the spikes driving in a little bit, and you pull back on it and keep her held. She is a bat. You are significantly stronger than her. It's not going to be any issue at all for you to keep
Drag her
held
down.
in place and drag her down. Yeah. So I'll say that even with her being grappled, she's probably going to fall to the ground.
Okay. I think I have my bonus action still, but I don't really know what to do. We're good. I think I need to do anything else.
Cool. Remen hasted you, and he is catching up to everybody else. So I'll say that he.
What does haste do again? It just makes
Gives you
me
an
fast,
extra
right?
action. No, it gives you an extra
Oh, I get
action.
another action!
Yeah,
Sure.
you can just do another
Why did
thing.
you remind me?
You asked for it. Check the spell.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna pull her down, right? Is she out of her bat form?
No,
No?
she'll have to turn back on her turn.
Okay.
Bump her little bat
hmm.
head with your stiletto heel.
Okay, well, I'm gonna pull her down, and I guess I'm gonna get on top of the bat and be holding it down too. So double grappled.
Hairpin.
Yes.
Okay.
And I really didn't want to hurt her.
Why not?
She wants to hurt
I'm-
you.
Yeah, well,
He wants us
a lot
very
of
dead.
people do. A lot of people do.
And you'd have no
is that
problem hurting those people.
Yeah, but she's a girl and she's kind of cute. So, but anyways, is the pulling or getting on top of said bat a whole action, or can I actually stab?
I'll say if you want to grapple her and hold her, that will be an action.
All right, I'll
You-
just make sure she's doubly grappled
Yeah.
for you guys.
I will say that there was a part of the grappler feat that said there's a difference between grappled and incapacitated or something. We'll just say that you fully have her held down. She can't move.
Okay.
She can't really do anything until she transforms
Mhm.
back. That will bring it to the other side of the map here. Gwen and Zim, what are we doing over here? These vampires are fleeing. Kairos is looking over the balcony, trying to figure out what's going on because a lot of commotion's happening. It's your turn.
How's a casserole looking?
I'll say give me an
Scared.
insight check. We're gonna determine
Okay.
whether he might be a little fleet-footed or not.
He's like, ugh, the attention isn't on me anymore.
Mhm.
You said, what was it? Insight?
Yes.
Okay. 17.
17's really good. Kyrus looks like he's staying his happy ass right where he is. He is looking over and like watching everything unfold. It doesn't look like any of the commoners are in immediate danger. They're all fleeing the scene. The Church of Paran looks like they're localizing there, and then also your group is down there. So he's looking like, oh, I'm kind of curious to see what these people do. But he does a motion to one of his friends who goes and like closes the gate to their little balcony area to make sure that no one else comes in.
Okay, and if I really wanted to, could I like jump?
You could certainly
to, like, his balcony.
You could
Hey,
certainly.
listen, on the map it looks less than 5 feet. Okay.
You're not wrong. There are like walls between them, but then the fronts are open. So you have to get up on the balcony of the first, dexterously jump over to the other one and catch on. So you can try, but it might be like an acrobatics check.
Okay,
There's also a
I
hallway
will.
behind you, isn't there?
What was that?
There's a hallway behind you, so you can just walk there.
Well, he closed the gate, so I
Oh.
can't like get in there that way. So I guess if any, I'll also like look in the hallway and see if there's any like funky people in there. I guess I don't know.
You poke your head out into the hallway and you see a couple people like rushing to get back to these balconies, and they're like kind of taking cover up here. But that's about it.
Okay. If he does anything like if he looks like he's going to, I guess maybe float away. I don't fucking know. Float away or like is in danger, then I will attempt to hop balconies.
Cool. What is Zim doing? Is he just staying hidden down there?
Yeah, as long as like Dahlia's not getting hurt, but I guess if Rosarius gets hurt real bad, he'll help with that as well.
Cool. I'm also gonna say that this guy is like climbing up and just making his escape, so Zim can sneak on back in here a little bit.
Cool. That's my turn.
Nice. That's gonna bring it to Irmina, who can't do anything but take the dodge action. Dahlia.
Here's the deal. I have something I want to do, but I'm a little bit stressed out. So I guess I'm just gonna ask the party, be like, is Miles still looking at me? In telepathic land.
It seems
Is
to be just
Miles-
observing the battlefield, not helping, which is very frustrating, and I'm going to yell at him.
Hmm. Well, if he was
That does
looking
not
at
sound
me,
wise.
I'm a little concerned about casting very much magic. Gosh.
You do have a wall of flesh between the two of you. That's the only thing me and Leo are really good at.
This is true. I will not be a blender yet, but I will do this. And I just listen really, really good, and I'm gonna cast my life sense thing to try to get a read on all of the civilians around, make sure everyone's good, nobody's hurt.
Absolutely. That's a 60-foot radius, if I remember
Yes.
correctly. So let's give you a little aura.
Little.
Let's make it light blue to match your skin tone.
Not currently.
That's true. Doesn't matter. So everyone within that radius, you absolutely can just kind of see and keep an eye on.
Except for the vampires.
Except for the vampires, except for Rosaries. And yes, Miles is, with life sense up, you're able to see that he is almost like intimately watching and seeing what your group does.
And I'll give Rosaris a quick healing word.
Cool. Go ahead and roll that. Leo, you'll be up next.
Right. Does that mean go now?
Do I still roll healing with
You
advantage?
still roll with advantage. Anything within 10 feet of Rosaris is with advantage. Go ahead and roll it, and then just send that information to Zach. Leo, you can go ahead and start taking your turn.
All right. Well, first things first, I'm gonna yell over at these churchies, and I'll be like, "Excuse me." Be like, "Churchmen, these are creatures of night. Help us! What are you doing?" And then I'm gonna turn to the rest of the party and be like, "All right. Whenever all of us are ready, we're going to throw down and break the fear. Everybody's involved, and I'm going to hold. My arm's gonna crackle, and I'm gonna hold a spirit guardians."
Hell yes.
Can I go ahead and start? I'm gonna say, if you say so, and can I start getting ready to cast that on my next turn?
Sure. In response to you yelling at the people from the Church of Paran, Miles is going to not speak to you, but speak to them and just say, "You act when I say you act." And he's going to hold his hand up, and they're still not going to move.
He has a
That's why
reputation
people
for
don't
being
like
a
you.
major douchebag. I say telepathically.
This is why people don't like you.
That'll bring it to Rosaris. So you are holding Spirit Guardians.
They should be in range. Yeah. Actually, wait. Hold on. I have a better idea. I'm gonna move like around them so that they can't move. Right? Because they can't. They have to run away. Wait. Hold on. What's the? I'm confused. I'm confusing myself.
Are you looking at the right tokens?
These are the vampires.
What's the? Oh, those. Jesus Christ. What are
Adrian
these
and
guys?
Irmina are the
Those
vampires.
are the Church of Paran guys.
No,
They're the two that I.
These?
They're all Church of Paran. These are the two that I compelled duel, and they're just chilling.
Okay, great. So I need to get within 10 feet of them. So I'm gonna...
I guess. Can I also move since I didn't move on my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go. I'm just gonna be like following Leo's lead until I get them within my blind sight and go like right here.
I'm just straight chilling there because I'm like, I can't go any further or they get to run again.
Yeah, no, you're there.
So I'm just going to. Gosh, how far is? I can go right here, and they're still 30 feet away. I'll go right there, and I guess I'll just let Jacques turn into his scythe form and just let it grow next to me, and I'm going to act like I'm not paying attention to the Church of Prawn peeps, but as soon as they get close to me, if they have their weapons drawn, I'm just going to take a swipe.
They do not actually have weapons, as weapons are not allowed in this place.
Oh, sure. I'm sure they followed the rules in all of their genocides. Yeah. I'm sure.
But from what you can see, they do not have weapons. Okay, so you transform Jacques. I believe.
Can I use my a thing? What is security doing? What's the dude with his fake sword doing?
Oh, I forgot to add a token for.
Like, we're just having a brawl, and I'm like, security sucks. Let's go.
Cristiano Imaki.
Oh, also, can I get a read on the birds that are above us with my life sense?
Ooh. I mean, there's a lot of them. There's
Also, where's Azalea, his wife?
We'll handle that. Cristiano Maki absolutely will be approaching with the Church of Paran people. I'll do that on the Group 5 turn of like all the commoners and stuff. I think that's it. There's like one or two other people, commoners, who are joining with the Church of Paran people who are like blocking off the exits, but they don't have weapons, so there's not a ton that they can do
That sucks
at
for them.
the moment. But I will put their tokens here, but they are mostly just kind of like guards. Like they'll have 20 or 25 HP, but a quick run in with a vampire and they're done for.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'll just hold my action to take an attack if anyone seems threatening towards me or Leo and Dove.
Adrian's also going to take the dodge action. That's going to bring it to Miles Saturin. He is going to move this way. Rosaris, we make me a perception check. DC 10 to get some of it, DC 14 to get all of it.
Let's go. You know what? I want everybody to see it. We're gonna roll it on D&D Beyond with my +0. That was almost an 18, but I got a 4.
A 4 is not going to give you anything. You are too distracted with these vampires to hear what Miles tells his soldiers.
Kill that guy.
But with that, they will sort of form up. They're going to move around. These two are going to block exits. These two are going to sort of move down and clear the path, and Miles is going to stand at the top of the staircase. And that's going to be it for them. For the crowd, again, people are moving to like both watch and clear out. They don't want to be in the line of danger, but they do want to see what's going on. So I'm going to be moving a lot of these guys up. They're crowding everywhere, watching as some stuff starts going down on the dance floor. You guys
Just
ask.
imagine one of them's just eating a drumstick the whole time, just like, oh, this is fun.
They got us entertainment. Azalea, the last we left off with her, I believe that she was actually in Casaro's, whatever it's called, balcony. I'm gonna move her over here. Gwen, will you give me a perception check?
Sure. Where my perception at? That's a 16.
A 16 is gonna be pretty good. You hear Azalea saying to Casaro, "Do not go down there." Like she is telling him not to leave. Sounds like that he might want to. She is in there talking to him, actively fighting against whatever he is trying to do.
Okay. If he like really seems like he's about to go down there, then I'm gonna hop over.
For sure. As for now, it sounds like he's listening. Ariana and her cousin. I need to give her cousin a name. Zach, give me a name for this dwarf.
You're muted?
You're muted.
Glad I didn't say it. Haha. I said Ubaldo, but then I realized I was same as the baldy guy, and I regretted it.
Plump.
Dude, I don't know any names. Go to someone else. Double it and pass it to the next person.
Tenno, give me a name for this dwarf.
But don't be.
You're also muted. You're also muted. Oh, don't learn from my mistakes.
Good
I wasn't
grief.
gonna blur anything. I swear I wasn't gonna blur anything. Grendel.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we gotta kill that one. We gotta kill that one.
No one's gonna die.
Okay, I'm gonna give them 25 health apiece.
It is legally required that we kill Grendel. That was another quest from a past life that we all had.
Yeah.
They are holding their action, basically. They're waiting for Rosari's cue, but they're going to, like, jump on these vampires, grapple them, try to give you guys advantage on your attacks, punch them, whatever they need to do. That's going to bring it back up to the top of the round. This combat's actually moving pretty decently. It's going to be Mavrakis' turn, but she is held in place by Ava's whip, and Ava, you jump on top of her, and you're, like, holding her down. She is going to transform back out of bat form. So
And take damage from the sun?
Yes. She's going to take 20 points of radiant damage and not regenerate because she's taking radiant damage. So she's about, 3/4 of her health, something like that. looking decently wounded. She's held to the ground by you. She is going to attempt to now fling you off. She's going to be like, get off of me. And she's going to force you off. Will you make me a strength saving throw?
What does haste do? Does that help me?
It does not in this instance, no.
Does it give you +1 to all saves?
And isn't she incapacitated?
Yeah, how does that work if she was wrapped in the whip and then transformed to a full
I did
size?
it double.
Good question. It's a
Whip
really good
and
question.
me.
Yeah.
You specifically said that she was incapacitated.
Yeah, so incapacitated, she's not going to be able to take any actions, I guess, that require movement at all. Never mind. Ava, will you make me a wisdom saving throw?
No! No! I don't fail these. Please be the one time.
You
A
got this.
wisdom +0. Cool. Alright. It's 18.
Hey.
Son of a bitch. The DC is 18.
Yeah.
She turns to you. Her eyes flare up this golden orange color, and she says, "Release me!" And you start to loosen up, but then you shake it off and tighten the whip around her, and she cannot do anything. So instead, she is going to. Let me double check something. Yes.
No.
She's going to cast Hunger of Hadar centered on herself.
I'm still trying to figure out how she got bigger when it was tight enough to incapacitate her tiny little bat.
I'm with you.
How did she not take
Magic.
damage from that?
Magic.
That is.
Oh,
the
counterspell then.
That is the ultimate corset.
Yeah, right.
Okay, she's going to
Right.
cast Hunger of Hadar centered on herself. So there's going to be I believe it's a 20, is it a 20-foot radius? Yeah. Rectangle. That's not a, I want a sphere. What are we doing? 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. Alright, everyone in that sphere, you are under the effects of the Hunger of Hadar spell. It is complete magical darkness, it is difficult terrain, and it is filled with these weird, strange, necromantic whispers that like fill your ears and make it difficult to hear while
You tell me Remen doesn't have counterspell.
I was about to say, was I not able to counterspell that?
I mean, I thought you were saying you wanted to counterspell her turning back into the thing.
No.
You can do counterspell. What level counterspell are you casting?
15.
We win.
I killed a vampire.
You're a vampire.
I ported that character from a
Ported it from an old character.
It's a 3rd level counterspell.
Okay, if you're using a 3rd level spell slot, I'm gonna need an Arcana, or no, what is
It is 3rd level. It's the only option.
Why don't you let
You can
Remen do
you can
it?
upcast it. You can upcast
Let
it.
him waste his shit. Let Remen waste his.
Yeah. Women do it.
You can upcast counterspell, and
You
it
can.
will
Yeah.
counter. It will
It may not
auto
be
counter
coded
higher level
correctly,
spells.
I'm using the old version of counterspell.
Okay.
So if you want to upcast it, you can. I'm not gonna tell you what level she's casting it at. But
You know what? I'll get rid of another 4th level. I hate this bitch. I'm gonna upcast it to 4th level.
give me a flat intelligence check, DC 11. Or no, sorry, DC 14.
You were right the first time, actually. That's a 19.
There we go.
Hey.
You watch as her hands begin like moving around and darkness starts to spread from them, and you just counterspell that shit, and it is knocked out. She's bitch. That's her bonus action and action. She can't move. Ooh, there's not a lot
Dude,
she can do here.
We put like 4 mages on the mage, and then
Pretty.
all the divine casters on all the baby vamps.
Yeah, that's gonna be Mavrakis' turn. Lucian, it'll be you, and then Athera, you're next.
So Ava is still grappling.
Yes, Ava is
Her.
holding her
Right.
down. She's tangled up in the whip. She's like rolling around trying to knock Ava off, but there's not a lot she can do.
Okay. Do. Man, I want so badly to cast a 5th level Cerevi's Arc Bolt. Just.
It would only hit her.
Huh? Yeah,
There's
I
a-
have one 5th level slot.
Cerevi's Arc Bolt's really good for like
It's-
crowd control.
yeah.
It's not good for single target.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh, I misread it.
Yeah, you
My
did.
bad. I thought it was single target. Okay, I'm glad you said that.
For anyone who's confused, it's a homebrew spell that you target someone, and then if they fail the save, it jumps to another person, and as long as they keep failing the save, it continues to jump. So you could target your allies if you wanted to.
You already
Wouldn't be the-
fireballed me.
Wouldn't be the first time.
It really wouldn't surprise Ava.
Honestly, I can recover these later. 4th level magic missile.
Cool.
How are you casting these without your spellbook?
Oh, that's a good point.
Don't say anything. I was getting away with it.
He has a backup. I made sure he had a backup.
I do have a backup.
He does have a backup.
Okay, magic missile would absolutely be in your backup, but I'm gonna say I wish we could keep these per spellbook.
Okay, question, because I was looking at this earlier. If I had the manifest mind of my awakened spellbook, does that allow me to use that as a focus?
The manifest mind.
I have a trait, manifest mind. You can conjure forth the mind of your awakened spellbook.
This is
It's
why
one bonus
martial focus is
action.
so much easier.
For one bonus action, I can summon it.
Mhm. I don't think it says anything about
Let me
it.
read it real quick.
Spellcaster focus. I'll still allow you to use the manifest mind because you're still attuned to your spellbook, and it's still really close to you. But it would not technically count as your focus. No.
Okay. Am I still going to be allowed, if I ask pretty please, to cast magic missile?
You can still cast magic missile because you have your spell. What? Well, wait. Where is your spare spellbook?
It's on my hip too. I just strapped them both to my hip. That's
He's booked
He had
up.
to, he
There-
had to
I
eat
was
it
booked
out.
up.
So one was
Yeah.
on one side, one was on the other, so it looked like he had like hip implants.
I had a long coat on. You wouldn't have seen it.
It's true.
I'll make you another deal if you want to spend your other inspiration to convince me. Sure.
You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, sure. I haven't used an inspiration all campaign. I don't think I've used it in our other campaign. Sure, take it.
Yet, for a human who gets after every long rest, it baffles me. You, everyone's surprise, pull out a secret second spellbook and cast magic
And
missile.
also think that's a secret third inspiration.
Wait. Real
Yeah,
quick.
exactly. No one's counting. It's fine.
Does Lucian reach to one side, accidentally pull out a rabbit, puts it back, reaches to this other side, and pulls out a...
Please no. Roll your damage for magic missile.
Damn it. I should have been a bard multi-class who made this character. I said 4th level.
That's gonna be.
Is it
what,
going to
60
let me?
over?
Yeah, it's not letting me. Okay. Crits one more dart, so that's. Let me just roll this manually. Is that 64? I think. Is it 6 or 7? If it's a 4th level.
6.
Okay.
Or 6.
That's a lot of ones. All right, 11.
11 points of damage. It's not great, but it's not the worst.
Well, I can't cast Fireball because someone's on top of.
You could.
Okay, I think that's about all you can do. Athira, I'll leave that to you now.
Ava's also gonna telepathically say, "Will someone grab the goddamn book?"
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I thought Lucian would.
I did too. The whole reason we're here.
I had a full plan until I realized I read Suravi's Arcbolt wrong.
Fair. I'll fly down next to her and transform into my normal form, and then I'm gonna see if I can take the book.
Sure, I'll say give me a pretty low DC dexterity check. Let's call it a DC 8. No, 7.
I got an 18.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. You fly down, use your talons to like open up her bag and pull out the book and just fly back up. You have the book back in your hands now. Mavrakis is
I'm gonna
baring her teeth and growling at you.
Lucian, I want to give this to you, but I'm a little bit afraid she's gonna just take it from you. I can take it somewhere safe.
If you can keep it away from her for now, we can figure this out later. Just keep it away from her to keep it safe.
Sweet, legendary action. Ava, another wisdom save.
I have such anxiety now from these.
She's going to bark a command at you and say, release.
This is just a 10.
Can I counterspell that?
And Shorty, I had said, oh, we're not gonna... Did the taking the book from her count as an action?
I'll say yes. Yeah.
So I just release her, but I still have the whip on her, don't I?
However, you as a player think your character would interpret it to the best of the rules' intentions. She's saying release, as in like let her go. So whatever you can do with an action, you do.
I guess she just takes her hands off of her.
Cool.
I didn't have my question answered.
Give me those questions while I roll this check.
Can I counterspell it again?
That's a good question. She's technically, it's not. It is kind of a spell. Because
What's the spell name again?
The last, it's command. You already cast counterspell, so you can't do it again.
Well, what about Remen?
What if I use my bonus action? Oh yeah, Remen.
You're what?
Your bonus action to tell Remen to use counterspell.
Here's what I will say. If one of you wants to use a reaction to like tell... I'm going to decide if Remen's going to counterspell this or not, based on how much you guys choose to be interacting with him in this moment. Because his turn is next. So, like, Athira, you are actively going. Lucian, you just went. If you guys want to be including Remen in this fight, absolutely. But he is kind of standing on the back line right now, just outside of the doors. Or just inside of the doors. So would any of you have done anything to interact with him or bring him into this?
I wouldn't. I'm an owl.
I definitely would have noticed him and asked him to keep her from casting anything.
Cool.
If I have enough time to do it.
With that, he will counterspell that. Ava, you do not release Mavrakis. And that is going to be her legendary action. Athira, did you have anything else you were wanting to do?
Yeah, I have an idea, but I think it involves needing to do another action. So where we're out in, I'm assuming it's outside. It's normal outdoor. There's all the regular plants, everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's like some bushes outside of the stairs. There's a couple of trees decorating this lawn, but it's like a very well kept, like, to give a visual, like a rich person lawn.
I'm just gonna use whatever I can to fly as far away as I can, assuming even if she can go bat form, I have a bigger wingspan. I can probably outfly her.
Sure, you get out of there. Run as fast as you can. That is going to bring it to Ava.
Yeah. First of all, she's just gonna keep holding on. Can't we just talk?
She is like fighting against the constraints of this whoop, which have only tightened in her growing larger. But she is fighting against it, and she looks at you and she says, I'll talk if you tell me what's in the book, and I will leave promptly.
That's why you wanted the book? You just want to know what's in the book?
Why else would I want a book?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. What do you think it was gonna do for you?
She is... I'm gonna say that's about as much talking as you can do in one turn while we're still in initiative. So unless you tell her something to make her stop being, engaged in combat, that's gonna be it.
Okay.
For her.
All right. Nevrakis, we can talk. We can talk and we can answer your questions and maybe you can answer ours too. But this is not the way you're going to win. And you're smart. I know you are. This isn't the way you do it. And I believe that you can be good. Not just evil. You're not inherently evil. Everybody has good and bad in them, and you can choose to be reasonable right now. No one has to get hurt. No one has to die. Not even you. Again. So please, be reasonable and talk. I won't hurt you.
I'm gonna say go ahead and give me a persuasion check, and as you do, Professor Remen's gonna walk up and put his hand on your shoulder and kind of urge you to back up. He's gonna say, leave her entangled. I have an idea.
Okay, well, my persuasion was 25.
25 is really good. She's gonna stop fighting back for a second, and Professor Remen's gonna tell you to back up a little bit.
You're not gonna hurt her?
No.
Okay, stranger, I'm trusting you, but if you hurt her, I'll hurt you.
I can assure you it is a wise decision. He encourages you back, Lucian. He tells you to step back a little bit, and Mavrakis is looking like she's slowly trying to slip out of the binds of this whip. But before she can do anything, Remen is going to hold up his hand and reach into a pouch on his belt, and he's gonna pull out a large baseball-sized ruby, which you guys watch crumbles and turns into dust and covers around her and forms these translucent, almost like pearlescent walls that reflect a little bit of light but are mostly clear in a 10 by 10 box around her, fully enclosing her in. And we're going to leave this group right there. Going back to our other one. Gwen, you are technically up first.
Okay.
For this section.
What's the guy doing?
Kasaro looks really intrigued with what's happening down there, and like he wants to go down.
Can I just yell over? Don't go down there. Don't go down there.
Give me a persuasion check. Keep your head out. Yell out. Azalea.
No.
Random dragon.
Nar.
This is giving 3-year-old in your bedroom at 3 a.m. saying I threw up.
I got a 13.
13. Kasaro is going to look over, noticing you for the first time there, and just kind of taking your blue dragonborn self into account. And he just goes, "But I could help."
No. No, you can't. No. They'll kill you, mate. Come on.
I can float above the ground. They won't be able to touch
For
me.
like 5 seconds, and then you can't float anymore.
How do you know how my abilities work?
Remember you called that one lady to do the disc underneath you so you wouldn't fall because the spell is temporary?
It would last long enough for me to help you. I could at least get to one of the platforms.
And do what?
I am an engineer, a genius. I can cast magic. I can help in some.
No, it's weapons only, mate. Come on.
I will say on what you get a 13.
I think she could get advantage.
I
keep him
Advantage 'cause it's really
Inspiration.
funny.
You
It's amazing.
going down, but
Inspiration.
you've rolled the check. A 13 will succeed, but you have to continue. You're like distracting him from going down.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to do is just keep yapping at him.
Fantastic.
amazing.
Irmina, that's gonna be a dodge action. She can't do anything else yet. Dahlia, that's you. Leo on deck.
I'm
that's
following Leo's
go time?
lead. I guess that's go time. Can I focus as much energy as you will allow me to kind of make my make my spirit guardians look different than usual? Like just look like generic radiant light?
Sure. It'll look like just kind of golden light. I will say, I will allow you to disguise it as much to the extent as Miles will have to make a check to see if he can
Yeah.
figure this out.
Okay. That's fine. I'm doing it.
Cool.
Here I go.
What's the radius on that? 15 feet?
Yes.
Cool. Both of them are in on the beginning of their turns. Well, I guess Irmina, her turn's already passed. She'll make a wisdom save really quick. They're not exceptional at these, but they do get a +7. That is a 24, so she'll take half damage. Go ahead and roll damage, and then we'll apply that for this entire turn.
Let's go. Okay. That's 19. I rolled 2 8s and then a 3.
Cool. She'll take 10 points of damage, making the save. Anything else you want to do on your turn? Or you can pass it to Leo.
Through knowing Grace, do I know of any, like, Piranan-specific battle cries? So that I can try to pass myself off as a Piranan and not a Piranamite?
I'm gonna say absolutely yes, but I'm gonna let you come up with them. You know the Piran vibe. You know that everything is very, like, sun-themed. Piran is often referred to as, like, the father. However you want to...
I'm gonna say Golden Light, banish thy darkness.
Hell yeah. So some golden light begins to swirl around you and damage these guys. On Miles' turn, he's going to see if he can clock what's happening here. I think that takes it to Leo, right?
Well, that would be my reaction, and then
I was
my
gonna say,
turn
technically he did.
afterwards.
He did
Yes.
hold his action.
Yeah.
So here comes a
Blender.
blender. That's a DC 17 whiz save.
Oh, goodness.
For
That's another
13
success.
13 range. They still take half.
Yeah. So 7 points of radiant damage for Irmina. I'll go ahead and roll Adrian's as well. First one for Dahlia's. That is a 16.
Meet it, beat it.
Cool. And then for Leo, that is a 23. So half damage as well. So it was 10 and 7, I believe. Yeah, they're at the same health. Cool. So Leo, that was your held action. Now you get a full turn.
Great. For my a full turn, I'm going to, let's see. We are going to do a very similar thing. And we are going to really, really hope that these civilians have moved the fuck out of the way, because I don't know why they're still here. And I'm going to say, sorry, you're in the way, and I'm going to cast a 4th level bolt wave. Is that what it's called? Storm Surge.
Hell yes. That will only hit the vampires because the civilians that are beside you are like up in the air on that platform. So they'll
Great.
have cover.
And I rolled so poorly.
No.
Wait, no, I said 4th level, so I get another 2 d8s on that. Why did it not go to tabletop? That's frustrating. I didn't even see it fucking roll. Ugh. Okay, hold on. What? I don't know how to use this. Maybe it's because it's a custom spell. You didn't set it to do more damage at a higher level.
I might not have. If you just want to do the custom roll on D&D Beyond, you can just re-roll the damage.
There
I
it
will
is.
let you know.
Okay. Yeah.
I rolled for both of them, and they got a nat 1 on this save, which means they're going to take double damage.
So Rosari's rolled an extra 4 on my. What?
I
It was 5.
was just rolling dice to see what was going on.
So I rolled 20 on the upcast, and then the extra 5 as well. So that's 25 lightning damage as my suit on my arm, my right arm, where my lightning tattoo is, just evaporates.
Is that doubled to 50?
Yeah, double to 50.
Yeah.
Your
just explode.
My
your
Ava would be so impressed right now. Too bad she's not here.
suit arm.
Ava hears a thunderclap from across the room in the other room and knows what happened.
Yeah,
She's
they're
like, yeah, he's getting
covering their ears, taking shelter behind like the barrier between them and the dance floor. This surge of lightning goes in all directions, hitting the walls, scorching everything. Your suit arm explodes, revealing your large biceps, if I might say.
My
Happy
lord,
pride.
biceps.
50 points of damage to both of these vampires is a huge amount. They are no longer obviously taking the damage from your spells within the confines of either of your spells, of Turn Undead or of those. So they do get legendary actions at the end of your turn. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn. Yes.
They're not evaporated?
No.
They have
no. They're at like 2/3 health.
Did Rosari see it?
No, it's not my turn yet, and they get to use legendary actions.
Oh.
2 grave strikes, 1 bite. Okay, Dahlia, I'm gonna go to you first.
No.
They get to make 2 attacks against you. That is going to be a 12 and a 19.
12 fails, 19 succeeds.
Cool. That is 28 plus 36.
Unless I still have that +4 to my AC.
It's to the
no,
end.
that's
Sorry.
one.
Dang it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's gone. It's gone. That was 2 turns ago.
Yeah.
Okay. 8 points of slashing and 8 points of necrotic for a total of 16.
Ow!
Yep. They miss the other attack, and they also get to use a bite. I need a con save.
I am gonna go ahead and take all the damage for her for this round because I don't trust the church people not to attack her either.
Cool. So that's 16 so far.
16. Yep.
16 and then a con save?
And a con save.
What's
Okay.
the silence?
I get a +0. 3.
Mm.
Okay.
We love
You're
to
gonna
see
take 7.
I'm gonna take.
You need poisoned again.
21, 26 points of damage, and this one isn't going to transfer. Dahlia, your hit point maximum is reduced by 19.
Oh.
No.
And the vampire is going to regain 19 hit points.
Can
That's
they,
right.
since they got dealt
That's right.
radiant damage?
I was gonna say
They can't regenerate, but they can still get hit points that way.
I was gonna say because. Okay. Reduced by 19. So that's. I can't do math.
Just go to your token, double click it, and you can like change the maximum.
You're at
Track.
24 max HP.
Nice.
Oh
Perfect.
my god.
Good
Hey,
news is
Theo,
you're not taking damage for the rest of this turn.
the exact same thing is happening to you.
You said
First
26?
attacks.
24.
Better.
That is a 13 on the first attack and a 19 on the second.
I'm not wearing armor, so
Both hit. Alright, let's roll some dice here.
I can't take this for you. Bad brother.
Well,
fine.
19 points of damage for the first strike.
Okay.
9, 11, 13 for the second.
Are you still saying you don't need it?
Yeah, so that's 19 and 13, you said?
Yes, so 31.
Okay.
With that, I mean, they are, as soon as these attacks hit, they are like burned and singed from the radiant damage. But then as soon as they like
I lose
stop taking
concentration.
that damage, they turn back to you guys, bare their teeth, and lurch at you. Leo, not only do you lose concentration on your spirit guardians, if you want to go ahead and take that effect off, but he is also going to make a bite, which means you need to make a Constitution saving throw. Or sorry, this is Irmina that's attacking you. She is going to make a bite.
Oh, Ava's gonna be ticked that the hot chick's kissing Leo.
She actually kissed me.
Everybody but Ava.
Yeah. And what did I get?
Yeah.
To live.
She spit in your mouth. Wait, no, she poured it. Never mind, she didn't spit it.
She did pour it, but
Huh? All
I
right,
thought she spit it. My bad.
what did we get on that con save?
Oh, sorry. I thought we were gonna roll for first. No? Well, okay. That's bad. Yeah.
Cool. You're going to take 19 points of damage, and Irmina is going to regain 13 hit points.
Cool. Love it. Cool.
It's great.
It's awesome.
That is going to be both of their turns. Oh, I meant to just do legendary actions. Oop, it's okay. We took both of their turns. Rosario, is this going to be you? Then they'll take their legendary actions.
I
Wait,
am
do
very
they get...
All right.
Yeah, I took 50 damage.
Yeah, I'm thinking, Shorty, you're killing my friends.
Yeah, I took 50 damage right there.
The divine casters are all dying together.
Yeah, we
No.
are, baby.
We should be so
All
good
right.
at this.
Yeah, we should be.
You
I
think.
was going to. I lost concentration on Mass Compelled Duel on a natural 1 when all I had to roll was a 2 on the die to keep Mass Compelled Duel, but it's only active on the Worthless Pronins anyway. So I'm going to use my Scythe. I'm going to walk up to. Freaking. I know Dahlia can't take any more damage. I'll just walk up to in the middle of both of them underneath the pillar. I'm gonna swing on Ervina since she seems the most hurt.
Cool.
Can I use my inspiration to give myself advantage to see if I crit? Lord, we need a crit.
Sure, yeah. I will say inspiration is one of the few things where I'm okay with you choosing to use after you roll. So if you want to roll the attack first and then like choose to re-roll it, you can.
I'm gonna go ahead and use it because that's a 16, and I don't trust that. And you're not gonna tell me, so I don't know if I wasted it or not. That was worse. Let's gonna go with the 16.
A 16 will hit.
Oh.
That's fine. So it's gonna be 1d8, or no, it's a glaive, so 1d10 plus 6. I'm gonna go ahead and also use which smite is it? Draining smite.
I didn't even think of this, but technically, this is just minutia on the map, but you would have to be at a 10-foot range to use your glaive, because it is a reach weapon.
I don't believe you have to be 10 feet away.
No,
It just
yeah, you
gives
can-
you a 10 reach of 10 feet.
Yeah,
You can
inside.
pull your hands up to the shaft and just use it.
Sweet.
It's
Okay,
also
yeah.
a magic weapon that I can just alternate the height on.
You're right. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and run your attack as normal then.
I grab D10s. I need D6s. D10s. I grab D8s. That is 15 slashing damage, and then that'll be 6, 10, 12 radiant damage. It would be necrotic, but I'm going to switch it to radiant.
Sweet.
And then I will heal 6 HP from it being draining smite.
Hell yes.
And then I'll go ahead and make my second attack. This one will just roll because
Don't forget you do get that +1 from your allies.
that's a natural 20.
Hey! I thought you
I
were
already used smite.
Ah,
Do it again.
That's fun.
Do it again.
I
Can
did-
we have
Do it
my
again.
inspiration?
Do it
Do
again.
it again.
Do it again. Do it again.
we've changed these rules so often about using smite. It takes a whole bonus action. If you want to spend the spell slot, I'm okay with you casting smite again.
Sure.
You have to.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be using it on that same smite again. Because by golly, I need HP.
Someone's got to sacrifice their inspiration for this. Leo's
I will.
So that'll be 24. That'll be 30 slashing damage, and it is magical in case that matters.
the new
Um,
book ignores most of these resistances, but I like them, so magical does matter.
and then that'll be 28 radiant damage, which means I'll get 14 HP back.
Very nice. Irmina is looking very hurt. These 2 slashes, immediately, people in the crowd are confused as to how you even got a weapon in this place, but your 2 huge slashes cut across Irmina's like chest and shoulders. One of them she blocks with her arm, and it like cuts halfway through her arm. She doesn't bleed, but she doesn't regenerate either. She's looking really hurt. She is well below half, closer to a quarter of her health, looking really, really rough. If that's the end of your turn, I am going to go ahead and let them take their legendary actions now, so they will both get 1 strike each on Dahlia, and Irmina's going to stay trucking on Leo. They are smart enough.
Down.
They're smart enough to know who is what.
I'm probably done.
So first one,
So am I.
Grave Strike against Dahlia. That is a 13.
Misses actually.
This is your blind sight tells you
Hey.
you're swiping at you. You're able to move out of the way in time. Attack against Leo. That's a 19. I'm confident that one hits.
Got an AC of 10.
Yeah. Okay. 6 plus 5, 11 points of damage on that one.
Okay.
Hey, Shorty, does a 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
She'll take 6 more damage.
Nice.
I don't have anything else to use my reaction on, so I might as well swing.
With that, Miles and the Piranhans are still there watching. At this point, Miles is going to walk down kind of just to the bottom of the stairs. The rest of the Church of Piran people are going to kind of clear the way for him and start navigating around the battlefield. And then Miles Saturn is going to hold up his hand, one hand to his chest, and close his eyes. And you guys hear him mutter a prayer, something along the lines of, "Dear Father, bless me now as I enact your will once more." And you guys watch as a globule of light emits from his hand and then slowly grows and grows and glows until a large, like 20-foot radius sun appears above him, and he's going to cast daylight on all of these vampires. So they.
I thought this was a fireball on everyone.
I thought that was fireball. I thought we
I
were
thought we
like.
were so fucking done.
I was about to be like, well,
Pieces of
my allies are all
charcoal.
dead. I'm just chilling with all of my
Comes a
allies
fucking
dead.
7th level fireball.
I am glad that I am able to subvert expectations that much. But no, for the Church of Piran, optics is a big thing. He's not about to kill people in public eye, but he is going to absolutely help take credit for this act.
Yeah, help. Yeah, take credit unduly. Yeah, sure.
With that, they are going to go ahead and take that radiant damage. I'm going to give them one more round of legendary actions, and then we're going to move back to the top of initiative. Dahlia, that is a dirty 20 to hit. No, that one does. Leo, also a dirty 20. Damn.
And Dolly, I do want to preface, I looked at my ability again. That ability's done. You will be taking this damage.
11 points of damage.
I'm out.
That's for Dahlia. For Leo,
12 points of damage.
12 points of damage.
Wow.
I'm out.
With that, Adrian lurches forward, swipes at Dahlia, hits a nasty cut across the face. Irmina grabs Leo. She had you grappled from the last time. And you guys watch as she squeezes his neck until a little bit of blood starts like pouring from your mouth. And you're at 0 hit points.
Don't worry,
You
guys,
have
I'll fix
one
it.
failed death
fix it,
save
you guys.
and exhaustion, but you are not unconscious yet. Will you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Also, are you? Did they get rid of that ability?
What ability? Oh, actually,
Big 7.
you're an orc. You could just go to 1 HP instead.
Oh, wait, I do. Oh my god, I've never played an orc before.
Yeah!
I
Hold
can
on.
take credit for that.
I can just not
was an
die,
experiment.
right? That's like
I'm gonna say
Just
blood
don't
start
die.
pouring, like dripping out of the sides of your mouth. You guys watch as like a little bit of blood starts to come out of Leo's eyes as he's being strangled in front of you, and just this orcish fury boils up. And Leo, you're able to like.
I will also Wrath of the Storm because I'm a storm cleric. I will rebuke them.
Elaborate. Tell me what that does.
When I'm struck with an attack, I can use my reaction to have them make a dex save against 2d8 lightning damage.
Okay, they're pretty good at dex saves. That is a 23.
They take half of. Nope. There you go. I rolled better on the 2d8. They take 5 lightning damage. Woo!
Fantastic.
Nice.
Hey,
Oh,
is that?
The big
Nope, they're
numbers.
dead. They're dead. You did it.
Bye.
I saw it.
Bye.
Cannon.
They're also technically a half-orc.
Wow.
Leo, as you are getting strangled, you pull your hands up and begin to like pry Irmina's hands off of your neck. Lightning surges and shocks into her arms, bringing her even lower, closer to death. And there's a surprised look on her face as she sees you resisting her undead strength. With that, we're going to switch the scene once more. Mavrakis is entrapped in this sort of magical cage. You guys watch as Ava, Lucian, Athera, and Remen are all gathered around. She hits the edge and it boom, reverberates around. these like magical translucent bars on one side of the cage. She walks forward, sits down, plops her legs out of it, and like leans her head against the bars. And she's gonna stare directly at Ava, and she's gonna say, actually, she's gonna look between Lucian and Ava, and she's gonna say, "Tell me what's in the book, and this is done. We will leave." But she is gonna take another 20 points of radiant damage. She's gonna look at Lucian, and she's gonna say, "Turn that off."
You almost killed me and stole my book.
And now
I'm going to leave it on for now.
At least move it where I am not actively getting hurt by it. I'm trying to speak to you diplomatically.
I'm going to move it behind me so there will still be dim light, but she will not be directly affected by sunlight for now.
Cool. With that, she's going to look back between the two of you and say, like I said before, "Tell me what's in the book, and we are done. I will leave and never bother you again." But before you respond, let's take our break right there.
What?
All right, everybody stop talking. DM's rolling dice. I'm scared.
Every time you show us a picture of a pet, it's a different pet.
It's a different species.
All right, I was rolling some checks for the randos at the party, including Miles Satrin. So let's move the camera back over here. You guys have been asking, Cristiano Maki and his guards, what are they doing? Cristiano Maki, first of all, he does not have 4 hit points. He's going to have closer to 45. He is going to move his way down and push past Miles Satrin and start approaching, seeing that you guys are fighting these vampires and finally being able to join the fight now, getting ready to help you guys. The Piranhans, on the other hand, are still chilling. They're not doing anything. But I am going to add a 60-foot radius
Lady fucks.
red here to show that daylight that Miles Satrin has cast. However, back at the other side of the world over here, Mavrakis is entrapped by a spell cast by Professor Remen. She looks to Lucian and Ava and says, "If you tell me what's in the book, I will leave and call off my friends."
How about you call off your friends now, and we talk?
Then you have no incentive to tell me what's in the book. They will continue until I learn what I need to learn.
I will tell you whatever you want to know about the stupid book. I don't give a fuck about the book.
Professor Remen is going to talk to you, Ava, seeing as he's right beside you, and he's going to like point at Mavrakis and say, "Ava, I don't know if you're going to be able to convince her to do anything that she does not want to do. I feel like the sooner that you cooperate, the sooner everyone is left alive."
She's just gonna glare at this man. I don't know you. Go away.
Ava,
I captured your enemy. I am helping.
Ava, he's fine. Mavrakis, I need to know why you need this information before I willingly indulge it to you.
No, you don't.
I do. You're the one in the cage right now, and you don't have a guarantee that your friends inside are going to survive. There are more people than just our party that is going to have an issue with them being in. So for both of our sakes, I need to know why you're looking for this information.
Maybe we can help each other. Let us help you.
She crosses her arms in front of the bars and rests her head against it, and she's not going to respond. We're going to move to the next group. Or Athira, if you
Can
want...
I do one thing before we move on? When she does that, can I move the orb back from behind me to in front of me?
Sure. She already took the 20 points of damage, but she'll take another 20 points next turn if you don't move it back.
Okay.
All right, Athira.
Yeah, can I fly to the top of the glass roof? I don't know how far away that is for me.
Taking a dash action would get you most of the way there, but you'd be like flying up and around, so you're not going to be all the way there quite yet. But you can like get to the area this turn.
So the area, but I can't like land on it.
Yeah, but you can like see through it. You can see what's happening on the battlefield below. But I'm going to say that would take like your action to dash. You wouldn't be able to do anything else this turn.
How far away am I from it? Like, is this like, oh, I'm 5 feet above it, or is it like, no, I'm like 20 feet above it?
I'll say like 15 feet. Feels like a good number.
How much damage does falling 15 cost?
15 feet would be, with a decent dex save, 1d6.
Okay, can I have like... My intention was to land, so I wouldn't have flown like this. I would have flown like that. And I am probably just going to drop wild shape and try and stop my fall so I land not on the glass because I don't want to break through.
With that, I'll say that you can land on the roof and approach the glass, but it'll still take your action to dash, so you can't like do anything else this turn. But you can drop wild shape.
I just want to
approach
be
the glass.
myself holding the book on my way to the glass to like see what's going on.
Absolutely, that works.
Cool.
Cool. Gwen, you would be up next. Casaro is looking like he's really itching to go down there and join this fight. He sees Cristiano Maki approaching the group. He sees the vampires are injured, and he says, "How could I not? The opportunity is right there." And he starts like climbing up on.
Can I jump? Can I jump over?
Like
Get
I'm
him,
gonna
get
take
him.
an acrobatics check. Here's what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
A DC 20 lets you jump across and land on the other balcony ledge. A DC 15 allows you to jump and like grab onto it. A DC 10 means you're either gonna fall or take some damage or something.
Okay. I got a 18.
An 18 is good enough for you to jump
Yep.
and you land and grab onto the balcony ledge, and you're like holding yourself up.
Can I try to get up?
Yes, it'll take the rest of your movement to like climb up though.
Okay.
All right, you're up on the balcony.
Yeah. Yoink. I'm over there.
I'm gonna put you right there.
Let's see. Hold on.
Smack him with your tail.
I think he's a little too far for that. I don't know. Can okay. Yeah. How are you with just like a little bit of pain? Just a tiny bit.
He turns to you and he just goes, "What?"
Can I try to just give him a little poke with my arrowhead and like ensnaring strike him so he can't go anywhere?
Did you say that you had arrows on you?
I had a single arrow.
She did. She had a single
She did.
arrow. That
She
was
did.
super intentional.
Then yes, I will let you, as you get on the ledge, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you do it, but it's going to require another check to not fall off yourself. You can like lunge at him and kind of like stab it into his shoe, hitting him but not dealing a ton of damage, and ensnaring strike him. So what is the save he has to make? First of all, roll me an attack roll. We'll call it a dexterity. Like, just make an attack roll with your longbow.
Okay. Let me pull that up.
These commoners are ugly.
That is a 19 for the longbow.
For sure. So you're gonna hit. What save does he need to make?
For the strike, he needs to make a strength save.
He got 3.
Yeah, he failed that.
So yeah, he is restrained and in place. Now, here's what I need from you. I need a dexterity saving throw. Exact same rules as last time.
Okay. Can I use my inspiration?
If you roll poorly, yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, inspiration is one that you can use.
Okay, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. That is a 18.
And 18 is enough. You jump, land, and stab the arrow down like right at his foot. Not through his foot, but like attached to his shoe, and then vines sprout up from this wooden balcony and wrap on his legs and hold him in place. But then you tumble and fall. You're holding onto the balcony with one arm.
Okay. I guess that's my turn. I
That is
don't
your
think you would.
Nothing else you can do.
Yeah.
That is going to bring it down to the dance floor with Irmina and the rest. Irmina's going to go first. She just got Leo down to 1 HP. She is holding you like basically up on your tippy toes, and you're pulling her arms away from your throat. And she's just like, you are quite strong for someone not as magically inclined as myself. And she's going to take her other hand and lash you across the face.
Won't they take more damage now, or what?
Yes.
They
For the-
absolutely
Mine
will.
at the
Their
very
turn.
least.
Yeah, on
Yes.
hers.
So you know what? Let's do that first because she could take a ton of damage. She already took the damage from daylight. I'm gonna roll Irmina's wisdom save against both of your spells. That is a natural 20.
My spell's down, so
Your spell is down. Okay, Dahlia. How much damage? She's gonna take half.
Is it the same one, or do I re-roll?
Re-roll.
I did 18, so 9.
9 points of damage.
I didn't get a turn. This person has
It's
hit me
not
twice
your-
in a row.
Turn.
Those were legendary actions.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah.
Rad.
So it is Irmina's turn. Dahlia, you kind of saved in a metagamey way Leo from taking that nat 20. So she's going to roll 2 attacks against you. That is a 13 and a 26. Both of them are going to hit. It's going to put you at 3 failed death saves. Or, no, the first one's going to knock you down. That's 1. You're at 2 failed saves so far. So if you want to keep track of that however you want, you will be at 0.
Cool. Can I use another reaction?
It is not past your turn yet.
It's not even...
She also gets a bite attack. Will you make me a Constitution save?
Y'all.
Yo, okay, so she's bitten me twice without me going. She can't bite as a legendary action. I really...
Oh, wait. You're so right. I forgot before the break.
Yeah.
I accidentally gave them a full turn for one of their legendary actions. So you being at 1 hit points would be where she ended her
I think they
turn.
get to use their legendary actions this
Yes.
time, so they only get one
So
attack
she will
each.
take her 1 attack to knock you to 0, and that is it.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
at 1 failed save. She does not get a bite. She doesn't get anything like that. She does take the damage from Dahlia. That's going to be her turn. Good call out. Thank you for keeping me in check. Dahlia,
Dude,
that brings it to your turn.
Are both
Okay.
okay? I was about to say, are both clerics about to go down, and I'm just staring into
No.
the abyss.
Who is this? Who is this right here?
Those are
It's
people
one
up
of the
on the
doors.
platform.
Oh, they're on the platform?
I'm just going to move them.
Yeah, please do.
get them
Okay.
the fuck
Kind of
out
thought
of
those were the
here.
dwarves that just like
Fuck outta
stand
here.
stuff behind.
Um,
us
I'm
for
Why
no
is
reason.
everyone just lined up? They're like watching.
Yeah.
It's a show.
It's
I'm
entertaining.
gonna come over here. I'm like, where was I bitten?
Were you bitten?
Yes, I am currently at less than my full.
You're right. I'm going to assume
Hella
shoulder.
Okay, so I'm gonna like be like holding my shoulder and kind of like moving a little bit groggily. And in Neuronin, like really softly to myself, just be like muttering a like very desperate prayer, and I'm gonna try to level up. And can I use my inspiration to make it easier?
Good request. I'll give you a bonus to the roll, but I'm not going to give you advantage. What are you trying to do to level up? And for anyone who's forgotten, before you tell me that, everyone is currently split between level 8 and level 9, and in an attempt to level up to level 9, they can use any of their level 9 abilities or anything that gets improved at level 9.
You already know what I'm trying to do at level 9.
I do, but I want you to say it out loud.
I'm trying to cast a spell that has never been casted before in the history of ever, because it is my very special spell. It is called Dahlia's Beacon of Light.
Absolutely. So a really, really solid spell. I'm gonna say, give me a spell. Let's call it a spell attack roll. DC 20.
Okay. I forgot what my bonus is because I'm looking at this in like the character editor. But I got a 15 on the die.
That'll probably
I get a
do
plus like 7 or something. Or plus 8.
Yes. Okay, that will do it. I mean, with the bonus, that'll absolutely work. Describe what happens.
So I'm like holding my shoulder and I'm muttering this prayer to myself. And as I come over, you can see like with my heartbeat, like I start pulsing like very bright light, and then as I finish the prayer, I kind of like float in the air a little bit, and I'm like I'm my own little sun.
Hell yes. This will take the place of your spirit guardians.
Yes, it will.
But go ahead and tell us what happens.
Number 1, it is sunlight. Bright light within a 15-foot radius, dim light, and 15 more feet. Everybody within my radius that I choose, so that would be you two, get hits equal to my spellcasting ability modifier. And then as a bonus action, I will cast. Hang on, let's see if I can do this. I gotta add these 2 bad boys. And then just be done. Hang on, I'm gonna use my bonus action as well. Yeah, and then for my bonus action, I'll cast Mass Healing Word, and while you're in my radius, all healing done within my radius heals the maximum amount. So you guys heal 5 plus 17. Whatever 5 plus 17 is.
22 each.
22 each. Also, if the vampires try to attack me, they have to make a con save or be blinded. But that is all healing, by the way. It's not just healing that I do. So if one of you cast a healing spell while you're in my radius, it does maximum amount of healing.
Well,
And it counts as sunlight, so it should harm the vampires.
I mean, there's already...
Is it?
Do more.
Do you have to be in the radius when you cast it, or is it the people who are receiving the healing have to be in the radius?
I asked this exact same question when we built the spell. The caster has to be within the radius.
Hold on. I'm having an epiphany at the moment. It would make more logical sense to say that the target has to be within the radius, right?
That's what I thought.
That's
Yeah.
what... In this exact moment, that's what I'm thinking. So I will make
It's
that...
the opposite of what we decided previously.
And no, I know.
Yeah.
But I do think that limiting it to the targets have to be within 15 feet makes a lot more sense. Like, it's anyone within your immediate vicinity is healing extra. So we'll say that the target has to be within 15 feet. A Aetheric could cast Healing Word from the roof, and it would still work.
But yeah. Currently, I barely have a form. I just kind of look like a light that looks vaguely Dahlia-shaped.
Hell yeah. That is going to be your full turn, because that's...
That
2
is,
spells.
in fact, my full turn. And I think that the vampires should get more damage because I am a second sun.
Okay. Go.
No.
Okay.
You are at 1 level of exhaustion. Do not forget. Make sure to mark that on your character sheet, and then go ahead and tell me what you want to do. And just for the players, don't forget that exhaustion is in your inventory, because it's considered a magic item that debuffs you.
Was that directed at me?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Could healing word also get me?
Mass healing word?
Yeah.
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 Anyway, Leo, what you doing?
So first of all, I'm gonna bonus action cast Mass Healing Word.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and I'm going to. I think I'm just gonna do it as a straight third. No, fuck
Okay.
that. I'm gonna do it at a 4th level.
Oh,
So
30. What? 36.
that's gonna be 3d4 plus 5. So 17.
Oh, it's 1d4. I thought it was 2d4. Yeah, 17 to both you and Rosaries.
And anybody else? No. Okay. So that happens, and then for my action, I don't have any weapons, so I think. Oh, I can't do that. Can I get? Yeah, I'm gonna get in between the two of them, and I'm going to cast Word of Radiance, which is oh my god. Burning Radiance erupts within a 5-foot emanation. Creatures need to succeed on a DC 17 Constitution save or take 7 radiant damage.
They do succeed.
What's
Great.
your spell save DC?
17. That's
I
my
failed.
turn.
I got a 16.
No. It's. I can.
Does it say? Oh, does it say that?
It should say of your choice. Yes, of my choice.
Okay, cool. I just thought that was funny.
Great.
Do
That's
I
my turn.
roll my health?
No, it's maxed.
No, for a
Huh?
level up.
For my level up?
Oh.
Take it. It's maxed.
Yes,
It's
you
maxed.
know.
He said it. He said it.
It's
Max.
maxed! It's maxed!
I think you
Technically,
did a d8. Go ahead, roll your d8 and tell us what you get. And you can add it to your max.
You have
HP.
a
Hoo-ah!
D8 to roll, and you still.
I
have
rolled a 5.
5's pretty good. Solid. Above average.
Can I add that to my current lesser HP as well?
Yes. So it'll not only increase your max HP, but you'll also your HP will go up by 5.
Hooray!
Plus your Constitution modifier,
Plus
if
my
that-
Constitution modifier, which is nothing.
which is nothing. Oh, yeah, just 5. Sorry, it's your turn.
I want the one vamp just dead because she killed my friend like 3 different times, and it's annoying. So I'm gonna go after the hot one, hot chick. I'm assuming you made the guy vampire also hot, but you didn't say it.
I mean, yeah, they're both attractive. Let's be honest here.
Cool. I'll just roll my first attack.
I'm glad everyone agrees. So Ava wasn't that dumb for going for it.
You should go look at my diary entry after the session.
I got a nat
Oh.
20.
I did not read yours.
All right, calculate up the damage. Tell me how Irmina dies. Or actually, she's dropped to 0 HP. She doesn't die.
She's in 2 sunlights.
Do I need to put a smite into her for her to die?
I'm gonna leave that up to you to decide. She is really low, but vampires have a tanky hit point pool to begin with.
So that would be 16, 21 damage.
Holy fuck, you
Good.
did a lot.
I crit.
Oh, sorry. You too. He wrote a lot. Sorry, I was.
Okay.
talking
I thought you said you rolled. I was like, I crit.
No, you. Yeah, you did a
Um,
lot.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do a Smite-istic killer, and I'm assuming I don't even need to roll these dice, but I want to.
You do not, in fact, have to roll them.
Oh,
She
that's
is-
good, because I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3.
She is, in fact, brought to 0, and upon being brought to 0, you slash at her one more time, cutting open, like, her chest entirely. This, like, black Icarus blood slowly pouring out, but much slower than it should. And upon dropping a little bit of that black blood dripping from her mouth, she is going to like start to fall to the ground, and you watch as her body kind of starts to shimmer and shine and then almost disappear into dust as she takes upon a sort of misty cloud-like form.
Can I attack that? Sardis hasn't really fought this part of vampires before, so I don't know.
That's true.
He
I'm
knows
not
what
going to tell you what's going to happen, but you can attack it.
Sure. Does a 16 hit?
A 16 will hit?
Cool, I have no idea what's going to happen.
Kind of.
You'll take 13 damage. If it does anything.
Your blade slices right through the mist.
Cool, I'm just going to telepathically tell everyone, like, hey, don't know where the vampires are going, but they don't die when you kill them. That's very annoying.
With that, her form is going to slowly start like moving toward. I say slowly. She has like a 20-foot speed or something like that, and start moving towards the door.
Cool. That's action, bonus action. I guess I'll take a step over and just call it good.
Cool. That is going to bring it to Adrian, the other vampire, who also got an extra turn, so he's just going to use his legendary action right now. He's going to turn around and make a swipe at Leo. 16 to hit. So that's going to be 11, 12, 15 points of damage. And you are grappled.
That's to Leo.
Yep. So he swipes over, grabbing into your shoulder. You feel his fingers like dig into your shoulder, and he's holding you in place.
To be clear, that puts him in bright light. Bright sunlight active.
He's in sunlight regardless. He's already taken the sunlight damage for this turn. That is going to bring it to Miles Saturin.
What about the Dahlia? Oh, yeah, never mind. That's gone now.
Miles is going to bypass Cristiano Maki and kind of like put a hand on his shoulder and push him back a little bit and just say, do not endanger yourself. Miles is going to hold up a hand and like gather some of the sunlight and shoot it out, and 3 beams of sunlight are going to shoot out at Adrian. That's going to be a hit, another hit, and a crit. Hell yes. Miles is blasting bitches. 15. Oh my god. 24 points of radiant damage on the first strike. And then 10, 15 plus 13, so 28 on that third one. You guys watch as these beams of sunlight pierce through Adrian, like cutting open parts of his body as Miles gravely wounds him in one fell swoop with nothing more than a mere cantrip. Come on now. And Miles is going to take another step towards the vampire and just say, in the name of Piran, I banish you as I do all darkness. And then this vampire is gravely wounded, less than half of his HP now. The Piranhans are again going to step forward, again just kind of encircling where the vampire could potentially run. Not noticing Zim, but getting really close. The Templars are going to push Ariana and Grendel kind of out of the way and tell them to back up as these guys start to close the arena. From there, Kasaro is locked into his position. Azalea looks to Gwen and she mouths a thank you as she appreciates you keeping Casaro from.
He's actively hanging off.
Yeah, it's just the Terminator thumbs up from the top of it.
But from there, the crowd, like all of the people here, are going to start reacting to the things that you guys have done. So, like, as Dahlia's entering this almost light form, a lot of them are giving oohs and ahs. Swipes are happening, and they're like recoiling back and cringing from the damage that you guys are taking. But a lot of the people, as scared as they are, see that this is a confined fight happening and are watching on the edge of their seats, looking over the balcony, seeing what's happening. That's going to bring it back up to the top of the round, to Mavrakis' turn. Mavrakis is going to take the 20 points of radiant damage unless Lucian changes his mind.
All you hear from Dahlia in your minds, by the way, is you hear, "I am the light!" Lucian,
Uh,
you have the sunlight out. She's going to take damage.
she did not want to tell me why she needs this information, so she's going to take it this round.
Can they see, like, the incredible amount of sunlight that's coming from the room through the windows on top of the building?
That's a good question. They're still on the steps. I'd say if you guys look up, you might see like a little bit of sunlight coming up and like lighting up the clouds above. Yes.
I do want to say, whenever she takes that damage, I do want to say something to her.
I mean, this is in initiative, but it doesn't have to necessarily be in any order. As a matter of fact, you have the sunlight out, and it's damaging Mavrakis, who is like actively being singed and burned by this. And Professor Remen is going to like point at you and send a message and say, "Lucian, you could learn just as much from her as she could learn from you. I understand that you want this information, but you might have to be willing to compromise here in order to get anything done."
Ava's also gonna smack you in the arm. Stop hurting her!
I'll respond back to Remen real quick. Professor, with all due respect, this camera, first of all. Okay.
Professor, with all due respect, phases out.
All due respect.
He's taking his glasses off to wipe them off.
Professor, with all due respect, I cannot see you right now.
Hold on.
Okay.
Refresh this. There we go.
It's good for me.
Yay! It was your fault. Okay.
It wasn't. I just fixed it.
I know.
I still got like astigmatism only on your camera, but
Yeah, that's because it's. Don't worry about it. Professor, with all due respect, this book is too vital to the safety of not just the city, but this entire world, for me to just willingly give out its secrets or any of its information.
Do you
So
send that
I
back,
at least,
like
yes.
mentally? Okay. And Remen's not
So I
included
at
in
least need to
telepathic
know.
bond, so he can't hear any of the other messages that you're saying.
Yeah.
To follow the kind of limits of initiative, Ava, do you have anything before anyone else does anything?
I'm gonna talk to her as well.
Sure.
That's it.
What do you say?
Oh, I thought Lucian was talking to her first.
No, he's talking to Professor Remen.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I think really fast, so I probably still have time to talk to her.
Yes, but we're gonna go and let Ava do something and then return. Because you
bonus
guys
action.
aren't actively in combat, we're not gonna do the like bullet time that D&D has. But I still want to give you guys an opportunity to each interact.
Yeah.
So Ava, you can go ahead and start talking to her if you want.
She'll step up to the like cage thingy a little closer. We can try to work together here. Let's be reasonable.
That is what I'd like. Yes,
Yeah, so be reasonable.
I am.
Tell
being
us. Then tell us what we want to know. We'll tell you what you want to know. It's as simple as that. No one has to get hurt.
And she kind of closes her eyes for a second. I can't. I just need to know what is in the book, to know if it is relevant to my goals or not. That is it. That is all.
You can't? You are a vampire lord.
With that, Remen is going to walk over to Lucian and kind of like whisper to you, hopefully where Mavrakis can't hear it. You guys are about 10 feet away, and he says, Lucian, if you kill her now, there's no chance of you getting information. But if you work with her, then you might be able to get something here. I understand she wants the book, but you have it. She does not have it. Is the information in it really so important that it could be dangerous just to tell it to another person?
As far as I know, yes.
As far
I
as you know,
cannot give this information out unless she tells me what she's going to use it for. She is far too dangerous, and there are far more dangerous beings out there looking for the information in this book. That is the reason we are in this city.
Remen kind of puts his head in his hand and he says, listen, I of all people understand that knowledge is power. As a wizard, what you know determines what you are capable of doing. You have the book. Is the knowledge itself going to change Mavrakis' potential to harm you or others?
I don't know what potential she has. That is my issue. I don't know.
This does not seem to be the first time that you have fought her. How do you not know?
It has been a long time since I've seen her. And the first time I've seen her, she immediately almost kills me and runs away with the book before even saying a word.
He's going to place a very gentle hand on your shoulder and look at you and say, Lucian, I will trust your judgment, whichever you decide to do. But I just want you to know that the next time you run into her, if you do not work with her this time, I might not be there to help you. And as the more time we spend here, the more people are getting injured inside. And with that, he's going to take a step back from you, kind of look at Ava and give a nod as you're talking to Mavrakis, and then he's going to let you make the ultimate decision here. Ava, you can continue talking to Mavrakis.
Yeah, speaking of which, why would you want some stupid book that an entire church and psychotic angel is after anyways? I mean,
She doesn't
that's like
know about the.
Give
your
me
worst
doesn't know
enemy.
She doesn't know about the angel.
I
bro.
don't care.
She doesn't know about the angel, bro.
Ava, shut up!
Ava
You
and
should've
Lucian, give me an insight check.
I just took second.
Someone turn that shut up into a soundbite, please.
Right?
Wait, what did you say?
I want an insight check from both Lucian and Ava.
It's
Oh,
no
that's
joke
not
for y'all.
good.
Way.
I need a 2-0 right there.
That's a 9.
That is a 19.
Ava, you're talking to Mavrakis. You say angel, and she's just like, what the fuck are we talking about? She's absolutely confused. Clearly, this information was not necessarily new to her, but the surprise overwhelms any other information that you could glean from this. Lucian, you also watch as Professor Remen is like a little shocked. You see him like, his head is taken aback. He furrows his eyebrows, but just like half a second too late as Ava's talking, as if he is either not paying attention completely or like the information didn't register the first time because it didn't even sound real. But he kind of also looks back, and Mavrakis just goes, what are we talking about? I just want to know what's in the book. What does that have to do with divine beings, anything like that?
Because if you take the book from us for whatever reason you have, then our biggest problem becomes your biggest problem, and that is what I just said.
Okay, how about this? I don't even want to keep the book. I just want to know what is inside it. I don't even know if the book is what I'm really after. I just know that it is powerful and it was useful to me at the time, but I have higher goals. And Ava, and she's going to like lean against the bar and ask you to come a little bit closer.
Ava will come a little closer.
She's going to whisper to you where Lucian and Remen cannot hear it. And she says, she's looking you dead in the eyes when she says this, and she says, you fought me once, yet here I am again, The person that I am doing this for, the thing that I'm doing this for, wants me alive more than you want me dead. You don't give me this information now, you will see me again.
I was gonna whisper back. You think that I can't figure out a pattern? I know you'll be back. That's why I'm trying to work with you now. And besides, I didn't want you dead. I never did. You bit me so many times, I didn't even fight you back.
She gives a little smirk.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna respond back again, whispering between the two of you. She says, "Last time you caught me by surprise. It was not much of a fight that I could put up. This time, people are actively being hurt. I can only imagine what will happen next time if I do not get what I need before I leave tonight.
I am trying to help you.
Tell me what is in the book." At that point, she's going to start talking loud enough for everybody to interact with him. But before we can go any further, if you want to go ahead and like take a note of what you want to do, that is a lot of conversation for one round of combat. We're going to switch back over to the other group. Athera and the owl version. I guess the owl is no longer there.
The owl is no longer there.
You are up at the top. I'm just going to put you like in the middle of this floor, even though you're not there.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll let you tell me what you want to do before it returns to the people on the floor.
How far is the ceiling from, like, I guess the balconies, the closest point?
Ooh, that's a good question. I would say that it's a very tall ceiling in this place. It's like a large ballroom. So the ceiling is probably a good 50 or 60 feet tall, but the balconies are just under halfway above that. So you're probably about 30 feet to one of the balconies.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna like go up just to the point where the roof becomes glass, so I have like a view of what's going on. Before I do anything, I want to try and get an idea of, like, I see the fight going on, but Dahlia obviously has the healing handled. I want to see if there's anything going on around that people might be missing because everybody's watching the fight. Essentially, I'm looking for, are there other threats that we're missing?
Give me a perception check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is good. A dirty 20, the stuff that's happening on the dance floor is pretty self-explanatory. You also see Gwen trapping Casaro to his balcony, and Azalea looks like she is very thankful for that happening. But on a dirty
You see
20,
me dangling with one arm on the balcony.
I am a little worried about Gwen. I'm watching. I'm like, okay.
Is your perception and your insight the same bonus?
My perception is one higher.
Okay. So in 19, if you had rolled insight, still pretty solid. You are able to determine that there are one or two people, and I will go ahead and ping them on the map. I'm going to give them like a little red token here. One or two people who seem to be not incredibly like surprised or shocked by this fight. They don't seem to be threats, but as they're watching with a different sort of eye, a different sort of intention than the average person. The average person is reacting a lot more strongly to what's happening. They seem to be a little more concerned for their safety. Those two seem to be a little less so.
Okay, I see only one. Can you just like do the actual ping on the map for me for the other one? I see that guy. Yeah, I see him.
Okay, it's the top right.
Oh, there. Yes. Yeah, I see.
It's a big map. There's a lot of people on here.
There's so many.
So I will say that rolling that perception check is probably going to take an action. What else do you want to do this turn?
I'm going to use, if you will let me, Misty Step to land like in the balcony beside Gwen.
Sure. Just to make it fun, give me a dexterity save, because you are like up in the window. If you roll low, you'll like slip and fall. If you roll medium, you'll like fall and also catch yourself on the balcony. But if you roll really well, you'll be completely fine.
Okay.
We'll set the DCs at like 5, 10, 15.
18.
18 is really good. Do you want to land on the balcony or inside the balcony? Or like on the balcony rail inside?
I want to land. The balcony rail's like waist height, I'm assuming, or something like that.
Yeah.
I want to land just inside, but like right next to Gwen, so I can look down. I can see you have this handled.
I mean, with one hand handled, yeah. Could you help?
Speaking of Gwen, it is your turn, so you can go ahead and take that.
I'm just gonna keep like a brief awareness of the two that I made.
Mhm.
Just a general awareness of them.
Okay, I'm going to try to pick myself up. Can I do that?
Sure. Give me an athletics or acrobatics check.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Okay, that is 24.
24 is really good. You can pick yourself up. We'll say it takes 15 feet of your movement, like you're prone, so it doesn't even take an action or anything.
Okay. I don't want to hurt you, but getting yourself down there, you're gonna kill yourself, alright? I'll let you go if you promise not to go down there.
Casaro is like fighting against these vines that have him held in place, and he says, the fight is almost over. I could go help. Why are you so worried about this? I will be fine.
If you don't go down there, I will let you ride my big black dragon. Alright?
It's good though. It's a good dragon. It's okay.
Who gets to say that they've ridden a dragon?
Danny,
Not
level
many people.
up right there.
It sounds like a dildo.
Hey Glenn, I'm gonna roll a perception check.
Flip that.
It sounds like a strap-on.
I'm gonna roll a perception check for Miles Satrin, because you are, in fact, a good like 60 or 70 feet away, within reasonable auditory distance if you're speaking loudly.
Oh, I wouldn't say I'm speaking like loudly. He's right next to me.
But Casaro looks at you and he just says, "Dragon is yours."
Yes. Don't tell anyone.
He attempts to like push himself to fall back into the balcony.
I will. Am I able to like hold on to him while dispelling my spell?
If you want to,
Just to keep
physically
him-
grab him, you can.
Yeah, just to keep him from like being like, oh, psych, I'm going.
Then yeah. I'll say that
Okay.
you grab him and pull him down, dispel your spell, bring him down into the balcony. Azalea is like, Iris, you cannot go anywhere. Stop trying to get involved. You are already potentially in danger. And Kairos is like, there's a dragon. About this dragon.
Got him.
Got him.
With that, I'll say it's your action to grapple him. You're dispelling the spell. You're distracting him again. That's a pretty solid turn right there. With that being said, that's gonna bring it down on in the initiative order to Irmina. Irmina is at 0 hit points and is going to begin floating straight up. So she has 20 feet of movement, I believe, and is just gonna go straight up into the air. Yeah, speed 20 feet. So she is basically going to be like out of reach for everybody, which then would take it to Dahlia.
Great. I'm gonna float this way a little bit, and both Rosaries and Leo do get 5 HP. And I'm going to go ahead and 2nd level cure wounds Leo, which is 37 more.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So 42 total.
42 total healing, yeah.
Damn.
There's not a whole lot I need to do with my bonus action.
Cool. If that's the case, then legendary action for Adrian. Adrian gets to run up to half his speed, take an attack. He is not going to attack any of you. He's going to run this way. So it is going to provoke opportunity attacks from pretty much everyone. So if you guys want to go ahead and do that.
I don't think I should, actually.
If my turn hasn't technically come about yet, I already used my my legendary action, my attack of opportunity when he attacked Leo,
Hurt.
and I missed. So, in all fairness, I don't have one.
Where was he at? 15 feet is going to be right there, so not provoking opportunity attacks from anybody. Adrian is going to make an attack against Ariana. He saw you guys talking earlier and is going to make her a target here. That is going to hit. So he's going to deal 19 points of damage. You guys watch as Adrian flits away, his form like blurring as he runs up behind Adriana, and then you watch as he grabs her by the back of the neck, grabs the back of her hair, and like holds her up where she can't really do anything. Like squeezing in, you see his fingers cutting into her neck a little bit, and she is really, really hurt. He's gonna hold her up, and he's just gonna say, "We can stop the combat now if you'd like, or your friends can perish. Up to you." And that's gonna bring it to Leo.
Me when I'm losing.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Told you I had it.
Yeah, I want to do... All of my single target damage requires me to have a weapon, which is something I'm learning. Okay. So... I think this is actually just going to be a command. Just a good old first level command. And it will be grovel.
On a 13,
No.
Adrian is going to drop Ariana, who lands on the ground, like clutching her neck. And Adrian is going to like lay on the ground, acting like he is in fear.
All yours, church boys. We've done all the work for you. You can at least finish the job.
That was going to take it to Rosari's first.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and take both swings.
Apologies, if my friend doesn't beat you to it.
Go ahead.
Got him.
The lowest of the two is a 17.
Yeah, both hit.
Both hit. Cool. I'll pump a level 2, just basic smite, so that I can get, what is that? 3, 4, 5d8. Because he's an undead. She's an undead. 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you do have advantage because grovel makes them prone.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's just my first attack. My first attack hits on a dirty 20.
Sweet.
I'm just gonna go ahead and roll to see if I. That second attack did not hit.
Even with advantage, damn.
3 and a 4.
Wow. Yikes.
Ooh, yikes.
Yeah, I don't think you're getting 13 anywhere. Or plus.
8, 16, 22, 27. 27 points of radiant damage from Smite, and then 10 plus 6 is 16 slashing.
Adrian looks real hurt. You swing Jacques down in his glaive form and like just cut into Adrian's rib cage, crushing a couple bones, cutting into some organs, but obviously he is undead as he does not need those. But this like black, grayish color, steelish blood begins to almost like goop out.
After I do that, I'm just gonna look down at him and be like, "Look, I understand fearing death. We all do. What I don't understand is why yours led you to hurt others."
It's going to bring it to Adrian's turn. He is going to quit groveling and stand up, take the damage from the sunlight, bringing him to damn near 0, and he's going to say, enough about my death. I am otherwise preoccupied. And he's going to shift into his mist form and begin also flying up.
Coward.
Yes.
Also, I do have one correction here. You did attack Irmina in her mist form, correct?
Yeah. You said it did.
I said it did nothing because it doesn't say anything about it. However, it does say that she has resistance to all damage except that which she takes from sunlight. So I'm assuming that she still can take damage. So
From sunlight.
Especially from the sunlight. So I'm going to say
from sunlight.
Oop.
Yeah.
Between the attack that you did, dealing radiant damage, I believe, and from the sunlight, Irmina, as she is flying up in the air, is going to, you guys watch as like the mist burns and kind of fades away, almost like a piece of paper that's been lit and slowly fades off into the air. Irmina's cloud is going to dissipate. But Adrian, flying up right now, he is still at 12 hit points. He's still not...
Can I do an attack of opportunity?
Yes. Yes, you can.
16 on the die.
Gonna hit.
Which means he no longer gets to fly up because of Sentinel.
You're so right.
That'll be 9 points of slashing damage, but he's stuck right next to me in a ghost form.
And he
whatever
does
that is.
Resistance to that damage. Okay, cool. And is going to bring it to Miles' turn. Miles is going to take another couple steps forward, and he's actually going to address you guys now that the vampires are mostly taken care of, and he's going to say, fellow mortals under the light of our ever-glowing father, are all of you all right?
This one's still here and alive. Can you kill this? And shut up.
It would be my pleasure and responsibility. He is going to, once again, collect some of the sunlight, shoot it out in 3 separate bursts against Adrian. That is, that's a hit. That's also a hit, and that one is a miss. So it's going to be 2d10 plus 10. Well, 22 points of radiant damage. You guys watch as Miles shoots these beams of light up towards the vampire mist. As they hit, they just disperse it, almost like a gust of wind pushes a cloud or mist or smoke, and they just poof out of existence as 2 of them connect, and the third one continues up into the air and then like hits a piece of the ceiling and leaves a tiny scorch mark. After that, Miles is going to kind of go to each of you. The guards are going to also begin closing in just a little bit more, making sure that everyone is okay.
I'm going to drop out of my beacon. And when I say drop, I mean literally drop. Like I collapse on the ground because I have a level of exhaustion from casting the spell.
Shorty, can I make...
So I'm just like collapsed on the ground.
Yeah, 1, make sure Dove is alright. Can I make an insight check to make sure they're not encircling us now and not the vampires?
Give me an insight check. Absolutely.
I would love to mirror that. What is this guy's fucking intent? He is
Can
so
I just give
weird.
him advantage?
Yeah, before
without-
anyone rolls, I will allow the three of you to choose someone to roll with advantage.
Not I, says the non-wisdom character.
I vote Leo.
Cool.
Okay.
Leo, give me a wisdom, an insight check with advantage.
I would love to do it, but I can't see, and I've
All
collapsed
right,
on the
that
ground.
is a dirty 20.
A dirty 20 is pretty good. You do think that there is some intention behind the fact that these guys are encircling the group, and that Miles is placing himself kind of in the center of said group. So this Templar is going to kind of make sure that Ariana's okay. You watch as she casts like a Cure Wounds, giving some healing to Ariana, bringing her back up to full. Pushes Ariana back a little bit, and then is going to turn and look and see Miles interacting with the three of you. He just brings his hands in front of him, dispels the sun that is floating in the room, and he says, "My friends, you are an interesting conglomeration of adventurers, if I may say so. I would love to invite you up for a conversation, if you would not mind."
I genuinely have better things to do. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I think I'm actually just gonna leave. I'm gonna run. Like,
before
we're not
any-
done.
Any movement, Leo, you begin to leave. Rosaries, you are not interested. Miles turns to the crowd, and just goes, "A round of applause for our daring heroes, if I may say, defending back this attack with no one left injured." And he begins an applause. Leo, as you begin to move, make me a wisdom saving throw.
I'm still on the ground, by the way. I'm fucking.
Yeah,
Family
I
Guy
would be
kept
walking.
those.
I would definitely be taking a step back towards Dahlia.
That is a 25.
A 25 is good.
Nice.
Technically a 28 because.
Technically 28, yeah.
28's really
That's
good.
good.
It's going to succeed against the spell save DC, but he looks at you, his eyes flash and almost glowing like the sun with that orangey yellow color covering his entire eye, not just his pupils. He looks at you and he says, "Wait." And then the magic fades and he says,
No. I go find my girlfriend.
Girlfriend!
as Leo leaves, the Templars and Sentinels are going to kind of collapse in. They'll let you leave. You head right on out.
As
Rosari,
soon as they start collapsing down, I'm taking a step towards Dahlia.
yeah, you step towards Dahlia, and the rest of them also step towards Dahlia. And you are all like closed into a group. You're standing with Dahlia, and Miles approaches and he says, "I must encourage you to take part in this conversation willingly."
I am on the ground. You are no gentleman.
I'll reach down, just giving him like the dirtiest look of like no honor, and just like reach an arm down for Dahlia to hold on to.
Yeah, I stand up. I'm kind of like oozy. My hair was like in a ponytail at the very, very end, but when I entered my light form, it completely fell out. So there's just like straight blonde hair everywhere, and I kind of.
But with that, I'm assuming Dahlia would give me a hint that no, this is not something.
Yeah, I'm holding on to your arm
Yeah,
as
the
tight
nails,
as I can.
nails are digging into me, and I'm like, this is why I wear armor. This is painful.
No, it's not. I have a 7 straight.
Shit.
Yeah.
And
It's
you are
inconvenient.
based.
Oh, yeah,
to
you
be, but I'll look at him and be like, actually, I think we should be questioned because of this incident by the head of security for this event, and you're not that person. I don't believe you're a foreigner to the city.
As you say that, Cristiano Maki is going to be approaching, and he's going to, like, with an elbow, push some of the others out of the way to get to you guys, and he's going to approach. The vibe that you've gotten from this guy is absolutely that Cristiano Maki is, like, an asshole, a stickler. He is never going to be a true help to the party, but in this moment, he walks up and he says, as the head of security for the event, I believe that responsibility would fall to me. And he's going to look at Miles Satrin and he's going to say, and as a guest, I must say that making requests of those invited by the nobility of the city is not something that is within your jurisdiction. So as much as you are on the right path, that path is mine to take, not yours. And he's going to reach out a hand to kind of like guide you and Dahlia out of this group.
While he was turned to talk to him, Jacques is going to turn back into a little cane, so he's not a ginormous size.
Yeah, Cristiano absolutely clocked that you had a weapon, but he does not say anything about it. He instead will take a hand, and Dahlia is looking pretty exhausted, and guide you guys out of this area where you are, wounded and hurt.
When I walk past Saturn or whatever, I'm just going to give him a glare of, I win this time. You suck.
I will say, Rosari specifically, because you're looking at his reaction, give me an insight check. Flat against Miles.
Plus that. Oh, proficiency went up. I forgot. Dirty 20.
A dirty 20 is a lot better than he got. He is not necessarily attempting to hide his reaction. He's pissed. You do not think that this is going to be the last that you see of this guy. His eyes follow you guys as you walk away, and he forces a polite smile and gives a little bow of his head. And he says, then perhaps next time. And then his smile fades and he walks away with the other members of the Church of Piran.
Telepathically, I'm like, I'm never going to get to use this form again.
With that, we're shifting gears back over to Mavrakis, Ava, Lucian, Professor Remen. Mavrakis is sitting there, her skin burning against the sunlight of Lucian's orb, and she is just dealing with the pain, gritting her teeth. And the last thing that she told Ava is she cannot tell you why she needs this information. She just needs to know what's in the book. And she's just sitting there kind of humming to herself, distracting herself from the pain that she is in.
Ava's going to point at Professor Remen. Let her go.
You want me to let her go? But she just injured you. And
She
others.
did not injure me.
She injured the collective you.
She's not going to hurt us now. We're talking.
She is not going to hurt us because she is kept in a cage.
That's not true.
Lucian.
Lucian! She was living once too, just like you and me. And she still feels just like you and me. She has the same wants and needs and desires, and somebody might be making her do this. So won't you just give her the benefit of the doubt? Let's talk. Let's just stop hurting her. Let her go.
Lucian's going to take in what Ava's saying, but not really acknowledge it. Turn off the... go ahead, disable the spell.
He breathes a sigh of relief as the sunlight disperses.
He's going to hook the orb back on his belt, and then walk up to the cage and look Mavrakis in the eyes and ask, I need you to tell me whatever you're allowed to tell me as to why you need this information before I can tell you what's in here. I cannot feel comfortable giving you any information until I have something in return. Is there anything that you can give me about why you need this information?
She kind of, now that the sunlight is not there and she's no longer weak, she's kind of banging her head against the invisible, translucent cages that she is kept in. And she's dong, dong. She goes, I can't tell you much, but I will let you take a wild guess. I am a vampire. I am undead. I have been brought back from the dead multiple times. Perhaps this objective of mine has something to do with that.
In that case, I'll tell you that it's a journal.
Great. I need to know what is in the journal, not just what it is.
He's got no
I
bargaining.
will not
chip, dude.
divulge. I will not divulge much information about the actual contents. I will tell you that this was Professor Lehman's journal. Much of it, I don't understand much of myself at the moment. But that is all I'm willing to tell you, if that's all you're willing to tell me.
Blessed be. Well, I guess we are at an impasse. I suppose I will see you again in the next life. I hope that you are looking over your shoulder at every corner to see if I am there, watching, because you don't know what form I'll take. You don't know who I will be.
Can I, as she's saying this, can I call my hawk to me to land on my shoulder?
Yeah, flies up through the building in the couple of minutes that you guys are sitting here speaking.
I'm going to have it face behind me and say, I'm pretty sure I can watch my own back. And I'm going to look towards Rimmon. Well, you got to me. Go ahead and release her. I'm going to go check on the others, and I'm going to walk back inside.
Before you leave, he goes, are you sure you could at least take care of her now?
If there truly is some higher power that is controlling her, asking her to do these things, hiring her, whatever it is, I don't have the time to deal with it. Frankly, I don't think many of us do have the time to deal with this. So, I would like to at least focus on one thing at the moment. And if she has to come back at a later date and we can deal with it at a later date, then fine. I'll deal with it then. But for now, I'm going to go inside and check on my friends.
Professor Remen gives you an understanding nod as you head back into the room. Ava, you're still close to the cage. The force cage. Mavrakis is going to, look at you. Her eyes are a little bit softer than you're used to there being. It doesn't look like she is very angry with you. But she is going to, what you would assume, with just a passive insight, to be like a plea. And she says, just tell me what's in the book.
Nobody but Lucian knows.
He hasn't told a single one of you.
He doesn't
We've
talk
all-
that much.
We've all received paper copies.
Yeah, Ava, give me a deception check, please, and thank you.
Oh yeah, ask the Bard Rogue for a
19.
deception check. Yeah.
Cool.
Wait, you said a deception?
Yes, I did.
If this is the nat 1 of the
19
session, I'm a
plus
crush out.
11.
Never mind.
30.
30.
Never mind.
You rolled pretty well.
But not a 30.
She doesn't, I'm going to say, the vibe you're getting is she doesn't fully believe you. She knows the answer to these questions. She's just wanting you to, work with her and give her the answer here. So she just kind of
Do I
sighs.
know?
She says,
Wait, I don't know.
Yes, you do.
Wait, am I supposed to know? Because as a player, I don't know.
As a character, we've all received
I
paper
sent
copies.
you the links I sent you are the notes.
stop eating
Whoa!
Gatlin, will you really quick summarize for Danny?
Please tell
what
me,
is
because
in
I-
Raymond's journal? Because apparently
Good
Ava
Lord,
knows,
no.
Danny doesn't know.
I don't
Hey,
know.
Lucian really knows. Gatlin just read the journal for the first time about 20 minutes ago.
What?
Yeah, that's why I messaged you.
He sent me a message being like, "Hey, is there stuff on the journal?" And I was just like,
Okay.
"Yeah, I can send it to you."
Okay.
Wait, hold on. What do you think my question earlier was for? I said, do you have a document with any info on this content of this spell book? And you said,
So
it's Layman's journal.
Yeah, because I've sent you the Google months ago.
Not that.
Yeah, I did.
Hey, just guys, what is it? It's a
Okay. It's
journal.
I'm gonna summarize it. I got it.
okay.
The spell book that you guys have is not just Layman's journal. It's Layman's last journal. he has other ones that are like scattered throughout Cloudspire, but they're mostly like magical research and stuff. The reason that this one is special is not only because it was never copied over to a non-magical book, it is his grimoire, and it has like access to Cloudspire magic. Now, the journal side of this summarizes how Layman met Corteus, joined Corteus's group, how he helped all of the members of that group, such as Hyla, Variod, Baladra, Dryden, the servant, Hazradar, and then Corteus himself, how he helped all of them, and he claims that he enchanted their, or like empowered their gear. And they went and killed Varameth. And they were very adamant. The servant said that like they needed Layman to complete this. So he joined them, they went and fought Varameth, they killed him, and then towards the end of the journal, it looks like Layman slowly lost his mind and stopped like dating his passages. They stopped making a lot of sense. It sounds like he accessed some like high level time magic in the fight with Varameth, like they initially lost, and then he went back and changed it, and that like fractured his mind. And then he, over the course of an unknown amount of time, because he didn't date these parts of the journal, he was like comatose and then slowly died. And then even after he died, the journal continued writing in itself from Layman's point of view.
Didn't he also plane hop for a pretty significant amount of time?
Layman was important because one of the people that he worked with was like the Watcher of the Plains, and they went missing, so he like hopped to the plains to go find them, and that like really took a toll on him.
I thought there was only one plane, dude.
I mean,
according to literally everything except this journal, there is only one plane. Yeah. This journal proves that there are multiple planes.
He could be lying. You never know. Anyway, Danny, you know all of that information because you've read
I changed my answer then. She was gonna say it's just some dumb journal.
Maverick
made by some layman guy.
Yes, but I need to know what Layman took note of in this journal. I need to know if it's the right one.
Took note of.
Yes, what's in the journal?
Religious, stupid stuff, fighting some bad guy. I don't know. I really wasn't listening that hard to Lucian when he explains things to me.
On that deception check, because this is something the group would all be very well versed in. If you guys have questions about it, you can always ask me, and your characters will know, but I don't expect all of you to read that 40-page document that I wrote. Mavrakis is going to look at you, and she says, fine. I guess the target is on your friend's back, then.
Tell me what more you want.
I want to know what's in the journal.
What if I talk to the guy or person who's making you do this?
Waiting to dispel this, but he's letting you talk, but he's going to like clear his throat a little bit and look at you and say, actually, he's going to point at you and send a message and speak telepathically to you and say, if I do not know how much information you seem to be getting out of her this far. We seem to be talking in circles.
This isn't about information. You don't know me. Go away.
Mavrakis turns to you again. She says, I just need to know what's in the book. That's it.
Just told you.
No, you didn't. You gave me a synopsis, a weak synopsis at that.
What if we make a deal?
I'm open.
You're open. The deal is going to consist of time, though. So I'm not going to give you everything you want right now.
I cannot offer much. I need results soon.
Okay. And I want to know more. Before my friends come and kill you. So, let's continue this. But not now. If there's somebody making you do things, if you don't want to do this, I want to help you.
She just stares at you.
I want to help you. Don't you remember what it was like when you lived? Do you not remember what it was like? Don't you still have feelings and wants and needs, desires? Don't you still want the best for yourself? And that's not being a slave to somebody else. Let me help you.
She has started to avoid making eye contact and is just staring out into the lawn in front of this building. She's no longer responding.
Ooh, okay. We'll let you go. Maybe we can talk again. But I can see that your lips are sealed for now.
If we talk again, it's going to be after your friend is dead.
You can't kill my friend.
Watch me.
You will die over and over again, and you know it. You really want to continue that cycle?
She's
I'm sure
gonna
it hurts.
avert her gaze from you to Layman and just
To Layman?
or not.
Layman?
Please!
We're all
He's
dead.
not Layman.
He's here!
Remen. They all have similar names.
He's hot! He's
your
back!
fault.
Where's my sister, Layman?
Can I plead a case for myself? This was not a Freudian slip. This is the result. Not Layman, Remen. They are not the same person. She's gonna turn her eyes to Remen.
I'm feeling that this is the same person. Somebody get into conspiracy tab.
She gives a nod to Remen, and Remen will dissolve the cage, and she like catches herself on the ground and stands up, gives Ava a look up and down, and just says, "It could have been so much easier than this." And now that she is fully regenerated after this conversation, she's going to morph into a bat and then fly off into the sky. You immediately lose track of her as she blends in with the dark clouds overhead.
Just gonna glare at Remen and walk away.
Remen shrugs and he says, "I did everything I could. I do not understand what your standards are." And you guys move back into the building with him utterly
I don't
confused.
think anyone does.
I enter the room as he says that, and I'm like, "You and me both, brother."
We're exiting. Remen looks at you and he says, "We're done here. There's nothing left. The vampires are gone. They told me to release her."
She says,
I'm gonna say Remen, Leo. He gives you a look as Ava's walking away, like raised eyebrows, like a "what the hell do I do with" specifically Ava, but like the entire group. He's like giving a "I don't understand" kind of look, hoping to.
Nobody does.
"I'm very sorry, friend. I have a +10 to my insight score, but even I don't know what she wants sometimes."
It's a metaphor. This metaphor goes over my head. I am not familiar with it, but I at least understand the sentiment. With that, you guys are all going to reconvene back in the ballroom, collecting up. The audience gives you guys a cheer and applause. You see Azalea. I will say, I'm going to let everyone split into two groups. One group can make an insight check against Azalea. One can make an insight check against the two people that Athera saw down there, like the crowd in general. One can be against the Piranhans. So if you guys want to help one another, you can. But these insight checks are going to be.
Question about the two people that Athera saw. Do they pop up in my life sense?
You wouldn't know if they didn't.
Okay.
So insight checks. We're going to split these around. If anyone wants to make an insight check against Azalea / Casaro, if anyone wants to make it against the church, against the crowd, and those two in particular, you can, and you can help one another. And if more than one person helps, I will let you guys stack the advantage.
Are these site-based
feel
or
like-
can I help?
The crowd would not be site-based.
I'll do the crowd then.
I feel like Gwen's too busy being held hostage by Casserole because she mentioned dragon, so I don't think she can do anything.
Yeah, you and Athera could make instinct checks against Azalea and Kosaro, since you're up there.
I do want to say real quick, I did not go back into the main ballroom.
Heard.
I'll get to that in a second if we have time.
Cool. Athera, I bet your insight is better, so if you want to roll with advantage, you can.
Well, I really wanted to do the two people that I was
Okay.
focusing on.
And Gwen can
I got a
roll,
17.
Okay,
You can roll
Gwen's
against
got it.
too.
Yeah, so it's not too bad.
Let's go one at a time, and then the rest of you can also make your rolls as you wish. Gwen, on a 17, Azalea is still stressed out. You're not quite sure why, but on a 17, the threat is dissolved. There's no one that's in danger, but she's still like mentally seeming like racking over plans and like things that went awry, and she is stressed. Kasaro is enamored with this thought of like, how long have you had this dragon? What does it look like? What gender is it? What kind of dragon is it? What are its abilities? What are its magical capabilities? He's like asking you dozens and dozens of questions about Zim. As someone who has never interacted with a dragon before, he's thrilled.
Okay. Cool.
Athera and Dahlia, both insight checks, both separate. What were your totals?
I rolled a nat 20 for a 29.
And I got a 17.
17. Dahlia, on a 29, you're able to tell that most of the crowd seems to think this was some sort of show, as they don't seem to be super worried about the danger. Your best guess, on a 29, on a nat 20, the majority of this people, you hear like whispers and things going about the crowd. A lot of people think like, oh, the Church of Paran, they're trying to like set up station here. They're trying to recruit people. They probably staged this whole thing, had a couple of adventurers take the blows so that they could come in and save the day, potentially help recruit some people. So this was probably staged by them. So some people are like enamored and they're like, oh wow, that was so cool. And some people are like, oh, this is just the Church of Paran's thing. This is what they do. This is how they get people to fall for their propaganda. The crowd is fairly split on that. And Athera, on a site-based thing, those two that you saw earlier, gone.
Shorty, I was watching the one the whole time.
Okay.
Specifically said I was keeping an eye on him.
You're right.
That's
You're right. What was your perception check again? Or your perception was one higher,
goodness.
right?
Yeah.
What was your check? Insight.
It was a 17.
Okay. You are able to see them leave. And you can, on the insight, you're able to sort of glean why. They seem to just be here to watch that happen. And then you watch as they make eye contact with each other across the room, and then like back out of the crowd. And then from where you're at, if you didn't have such good eyes, you would swear they turned invisible. You're able to watch as they back up, and then as soon as no one's looking, their entire body like dissolves into mist, into like a little cloud, and they float along the ground and leave the building.
They were probably here to spy on Macrakis, whatever her name.
Maracas.
Macklemore.
Rosari's, Leo, and Ava, as you guys are at least collecting in this room, whether you're arriving or you've been in here, do you guys want to keep an eye on any specific group?
Ava is bursting through the doors, angry, lightning crackling down her dress, and she just stomps her way over to the damn bar with Flaviano and says, "Give me 5 more of the fucking rainbow things."
Laviano is like just now returning. He like sees you approaching the bar, so he rushes back over and he says, "It would be my pleasure. That is sure. you want to explain to me what the hell just happened? What was all of that?
Later, Flaviano, drinks now.
Drinks now,
Bunch of
stay later.
vampires is what it was.
Leo, I'm assuming you joined up at the
Yeah.
bar. He'll pour a couple of these rainbow drinks and set them to you guys. And he'll say, I'm quite excited to hear what you have to say, because that was, I know for a fact, not a show. Rosaris, what about you?
I'm going to preface this by saying I rolled a natural 1 on whatever check you're asking for me. So I'm just going to be the one being interrogated by security dude.
Sure. Cristiano Maki pulls you to the side. You and Dahlia are both there, but you're the one answering questions. And he is asking you, like, okay, where did they come from? What happened? Who initiated the fight? Was anyone injured? Was anyone outside of your group injured? Do you know these people? So what I'm going to need from you is when he starts asking questions about, like... actually, I'm going to roll an insight check for him. And if he gets above a 10, he's going to start posing these questions in such a way where he's like, did this person know you? And did you potentially attract them here? That is going to be a success. He's going to start asking those kind of questions. I need a deception check from you. The DC is going to be 18.
Nope, that ain't happening. I got 13.
So he starts asking you, I'll let you determine how you answer, but he's going to be able to, like, pick up if you're lying. So he's got his, like, arms crossed looking at you. He's like, did you know a person that attacked?
I did not know these two vampires, no.
A very carefully articulated truth that avoids the lie. And he says, have you had a run-in with any like this before?
Vampires, I'm an adventurer. What do you think?
Do you know what they were after?
Blood, power, they're undead. That one I'm going to say he probably knows that I'm not telling the full truth.
Yeah, he is going to... you and Dahlia are together. He is going to sort of make sure that the crowd is dispersed a little bit, and he's going to pull you guys aside so that it's just you guys. He's going to cast Zone of Truth. I need you both to make... Is it a charisma save?
Tell you. Zone of Truth is a charisma save, yeah.
Cool, so I'm going to need a... I'm doing some math in my head. Let's say a DC 14 charisma save from the both of you.
He's going to know if I try to resist it. Knowing the spell, I'm just going to willingly fail.
Cool.
I am also going to willingly fail.
He's going to look to both of you. No one else is around, and he says, I need you to tell me, as the person who keeps the city protected, do we have anything to fear about them returning?
No.
Do we know if Mavrakis was killed or not? I don't think we've been told yet.
I don't think you do. No one said it telepathically.
No, but
I'm
I'm trying to, like, say that, like, Mavrakis probably really doesn't want anything to do with this city and wants things to do with us, and we're planning on getting out of town as soon as this ball's over anyway. So I say no.
No. We're planning on leaving. So even if we are the target, we'll be out of your hair soon.
Mm-hmm.
And if we are not, you have the glorious Church of Quran here.
Well, they will not be here for too terribly long. So in their absence, if you have any information that would be nice to impart with us as to how to defend ourselves against such a threat like this, that would be incredibly kind.
Learn the daylight spell. You have Viridium? Just make them lights.
He gives a nod, doesn't even respond, and just walks away. Spell effect ends.
He hates that it was a great idea.
It actually kind of was pretty smart. With that being said, though, the ball almost like comes to an awkward silence as everyone's waiting to see what happens next. And then Casaro, who is sitting there entranced with Gwen, like asking about this dragon, he notices that there's a silence to be had, and he looks over to Azalea, and Azalea says, I think it's safe now. You're fine. He is going to say, my friend, I will be right back. I will continue asking questions. I am very curious about this. He's going to stand up, click a little button on his boots, and then walk out again to the rest, and he is going to say, your entertainment for the night, was that not excellent? And then the crowd is going to begin with a rough applause that slowly grows and grows and grows, and he says, now, we could not have a festivity without something to keep the masses engaged and entertained. But now, let the true festivities begin. Games, drinking contests, the dance contest will begin within the hour. Please, enjoy the merriment that we have as we celebrate not only the immense accomplishments that the city has done, but will achieve soon. And he gives a smirk to the entire crowd, claps twice, and then the music resumes, and he's going to go back to the little space with Gwen and Athera, talking with you guys, and that is where we'll end our session for tonight.
You didn't let Lucian do its thing.
Yeah,
God,
you
I
didn't
wish I
say
could
that it's a
dispel
great
magic.
big world out there.
It is a very big thing. We'll say that.
Maybe we
absolutely.
should start with that then.
I'll let you decide. Do you want to start with it next time, or do you want to? Is it going to be a good cliffhanger for this?
I can do half of it if you want a cliffhanger.
I love it. Let's do it.
Ooh.
Okay. So, after Lucian said he was going inside to check on his
It
friends,
doesn't say on air. Are we recording?
We're still recording.
Okay, my bad.
he instead went to that little guardian area or whatever this is.
Yeah.
Okay. He went and sat in one of these corners here, kind of slightly hidden. And shortly after everything ended with Ava and Mavrakis, I'm assuming Remen walked back inside. He shoots a sending to Remen, just asking him to meet him there.
Sure. You send a sending to Remen. I'll say that as Remen is walking back, trailing Ava, Ava, whether you notice or not, I'll just leave up to you. I won't even make you roll. But at some point, Remen stops following you and turns around.
Definitely noticed, but she doesn't care right now. She's mad.
Yep. So Remen will approach you. There's this nice little, I forgot what the term is, but like the section of a house, like that's open. There's no roof. There's like some plants. There's like a stone walkway between one side and the other. Beautiful, strange plants that are growing like blue and purple. There's flowers that are blooming that are like emitting light. There are these ferns that slowly shift shades and hues. All of these strange plants seemingly affected by viridium or just magical in nature. You are hiding away, kind of tucked into a corner, and Professor Remen comes in and looks around until he eventually sees you and approaches you. He has his hands sort of tucked behind his back in a polite manner, and he says, Lucian, what can I do for you?
So when he comes in, I'm sitting on the grass, kind of lean forward with the book in my hands, looking over it. He takes a second and looks up at Remen. Do you believe I did the right thing just now?
I believe that you painted a target on your back, but I do not know the contents of this book. If they are truly so important that you need to defend them with your life, then yes, if nothing else, you delayed it, which allows you more time to prepare. But if the contents of this book are truly not significant enough to have hidden, there is the possibility that you've made your situation worse, but that is something that only you can decide.
Professor, there's There's a hefty weight that comes along with the presence of this book.
I can tell.
As you may have heard from my companion spouting this offer, actually, it may have been me. I don't know. There is someone after us for this book who's way more concerning than a vampire lord. And I cannot let it fall in their hands.
Mm-hmm. Do you trust that the book would be more safe in your hands or this vampire's? Because if someone is after you, would it not be just changing the target?
I believe right now, with what we know, it is safer in my possession. I cannot give it up.
Then
However, if I'm going to continue my search somewhat peacefully with everything else going on, I don't know if I can afford to have a vampire lord chasing me down the entire time as well. I'm exhausted, Professor. I don't see any end to the search, and this is just piling up on the list of worries and responsibilities that we already have. Would you mind if I ask you to stay with me for a short while? I need to talk with someone, and I would prefer if you were with me.
I can do so. A short while, meaning a few minutes, a few hours, a few days. What is the...
I'm hoping minutes, but I will find out shortly. And with that, Lucian is going to send another sending spell. And I'm going to leave it there for tonight.
Yeah, boy.
No.
Hello, wherever you are, baby.
No. No.
Yes.
No.
Give him the book.
No.
That is a really good spot to leave it on. I'm very curious to see who the sending is going to. It could be your
I've
parents.
already sent you what I was doing. You just haven't checked your
I have
messages.
some ideas, and they're not good.
None
None
of
of
them
the
are good.
ideas are good.
I'm excited
None
to
of
read this.
them are good.
I just complimented Lucian for being wiser and
No,
being
dude.
stupid.
Lucian is not
Uh,
wise.
You didn't do it telepathically. He didn't hear it. He doesn't care.
Cool. I know what it is. I'm so excited. That's a great spot to leave off this session. We will see you guys next week, and we'll see how this all unfolds as our Callisto arc slowly begins coming to
Also,
a
since he
close.
didn't say it, it's a great big world out there.
I was doing that to build up to Casaro, and now that that's done, I have to find something else to start the sessions with. We'll see what I pick next week on Earl Loomis. Bye!
Bye.